Well, that's how that one started off. That's how that one started off. Stood on it and let her know. You're not gonna tell me what to do. What? I want to first off say hello, Grand Rising to everybody.
Grand
Grand
Rising
Rising
Cam.
Cam.
Then I want to make sure to let everybody know court is not in session, but I want to appreciate and thank Sarah for getting me this amazing gavel. It says, "All power is inherent in the people." Cameron James Wilson, I am you, we are us, all a part of the great I am. It's engraved in everything. Like, what? Sarah, thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you
You're
so
welcome. You know you needed one.
much.
Hey, I want to see you bring that to your next time you're at court. You're bringing that, and
Okay.
you're gonna hit it down.
Okay.
Dismissed.
If we gotta have fun, let's do it. Okay. How's everybody doing?
Doing great.
Doing
Love
well.
seeing that smile.
Good,
Yeah,
good.
man. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. Bro, I've been going through some shit, bro. But you know what's
Yeah.
cool about going through some shit is that you actually realize a lot about yourself too,
Sure.
right? And so while everything may always seem like, for me, it's always about perspectives, you know. And if you take in enough perspectives, you're able to get an overall view of kind of saying like, especially if you're open and honest, because like some people don't want to be open and honest, you know.
All the
But I'm
denial is a hell of a thing to be
Yeah,
too. You
denial
know.
is a hell of a thing. So if you're just open and honest with it, then you can get good answers and perspectives from people that actually put you in line. And it's like, okay, cool. And so when you see that and you start seeing it from that perspective, your whole viewpoint then changes. And you're like, damn, okay, now I can understand a viewpoint that I wasn't seeing. And so that's what's cool about it is like it's just growth, really. It's growth. It's maturity. It's understanding and taking responsibility, accountability for things that, you may in your aspect of viewing may not even seeing it as something that could affect others like it affects others. But hey, man,
Yeah.
it comes with everybody's got childhood trauma that they bring in. It's just, do you realize those aspects of what you have? Well, not everybody has childhood trauma, but if people do, there's certain aspects that brings into later points that everyone has to analyze
Yeah.
on different spectrums, on multiple different spectrums. So it's cool to get those perspectives in a healthy way and then build. And when you build and it's actually beneficial, it brings up like a real positive change. Oh, another thing though is that yesterday me and Luna went to go get on the bike, and man, I don't know what happened, but I dropped that bad boy yesterday.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know I got my. It's not bad
Are
though.
you guys
It
okay?
wasn't a bad drop. No, yeah. No, it was
Okay.
while we was getting ready to go. But yeah, I got my arm. When we're sitting there, I'm sitting there, and my prosthetic legs under the bike. I'm like, Luna,
What the hell just
I,
happened here?
I can't get out. She said, Dad, just take it off. I said, oh, yeah, you're right. So I just took off my leg, hopped up, and then picked the bike up with one leg. You dig what I'm talking about?
Nice, nice.
It
Get
was
those
so
one leg
cool, bro.
squats.
Awesome.
Yeah. Hey, man. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
for real.
It's
Well,
dope.
glad you guys are okay. Sorry
Yeah.
about the bike. You got
Oh,
some dents
it's
on
all
that,
right.
I'm sure.
No,
Yeah.
everything's out there pegged up, so we good. Nothing messed
So
up.
Is that why you're wearing that thing over your shirt?
Nah,
Back
man, this is my
support?
back brace, bro. When I be at this desk too much, and so I want to rebuild my posture, get my posture right, and just keep it structured more. I'm doing too much leaning.
Where'd you
Yeah, yeah.
where'd you get it?
That's Amazon, brother. It's just an Amazon purchase.
Okay, thanks. I'll look into
Yeah.
that.
Okay. All right. So today I kind of wanted to go over this aspect. I sent out an email. It's kind of like this one, and maybe the response to WSP. I keep saying I'm going to get to that, but tomorrow I'm supposed to be having a conversation with Greg, which is my attorney that's working my dog bite. He's a good friend, and I'm going to look into what's going on in relation to the response that I'm going to give in relation to my amended complaint. Excuse me as I take a bite of my cinnamon roll. And yeah, we had to make them this morning. And what's up, Lynn? And yeah, I'm having to take a look at it because we need to respond. They've given us a rebuttal. We probably do need to make some changes. It's kind of crazy because I brought in the state first, and then I was like, oh, I'm not supposed to bring in the state at all, but I was supposed to. And so yeah, we'll file them into complaint and see what's going down. But I want to get
What do
into
you got
this.
going on this week? Don't you have something? Because I'm gonna come visit if you got court this week, right?
No, I don't have court this week. I don't have court this week. I have another
No,
deposition
it's next
on Monday.
week.
I have another deposition on Monday
Okay.
for Austin. And then Malika is like on 14th or something like that. So we get Malika on the 14th. Griffin, he gonna be short. I don't think I'm gonna do more than an hour with him. He was brand new. He pretty much confirmed, reserved my rights, did not intercede. That's pretty much all I gotta ask. And we'll figure out why he left the Dallas. See if he might want to whistle blow a little bit for your boy. Be honest.
I got the week off. I'm gonna come visit you.
All right, come on down, bro. Yeah, I got your text. I
Cool.
just ain't been responding to nobody's text yet. Dead ass. I
Yeah, I
haven't
get you
responded
that
to
you're
nobody's
busy.
text. Well, it's not that I'm busy.
Yeah.
It's that I literally took 2 days off from texting anybody or just really having any appointments. All my appointments, I pushed back and I said, bro, I'm taking off, bro. Like,
As you're supposed to.
I've
Take
seen,
that
Yeah,
time.
get that downtime, man.
yeah,
I've
it's
seen on
crazy.
Facebook you have to be a dad first.
Well, it's not even being a dad. It's not about a dad. It's my aspect. You know what I'm saying? Like I have no me time. There's no me time at all.
You
It's
can't
been that
truly
way
help
for 8 months.
anybody. My bad. You can't truly help anybody in the most beneficial ways if you're not helping yourself and taking care of yourself.
Yeah, but it's cool. I've been doing like 8 months, solid, straight, So, yeah, I just gotta take more breaks. Big time. I've been doing too much. 7 a.m. to like 11 every night. Dead ass. Like
Drinking.
Saturdays, Sundays. Like, you know what I'm saying? Take a break. You know what I'm talking about?
You can do that for a short time, but yeah, no, definitely some rest, some quality time, family
Yeah.
time, all that is it's a requirement, man.
Yeah, big time. Yep. All right, so what I want to do first off is we're going to get into this body cam. The reason I showed the camera from the car, dash cam first, is because I wanted to show the road that we was on, okay? Now, actually, let me do this just one more time. I have to. And what sucks is the aspect that these body or the dash cam, which I guess it's true, but the dash cams don't start until like 30 seconds before. They actually need to have it a lot longer, bro. They really do. They need to have it where it's like 3 minutes before, because cops be plotting. You know what I'm talking about? And they will wait 2 or 3 minutes knowing that 30 seconds has elapsed to be able to get where they need to get in relation to the story that they need to portray. So if we're looking at the street where this lady is the Fresca, Alexa. Okay, if we look at the street that we're on 2-lane road. See how this is? Now, we was on a curve, okay? So you see these hills? You can see, you can't see my car, right? Oh,
Yeah, I guess.
okay. You can't see my car, and it's like there's like these hills. It's kind of up and down a little bit on this road. Now, a little bit behind us, there's a turn. It's a pretty good turn. And what she was doing is she was not over and out of the road, bro. Half of her car was in the road and over here on the median. This median is not as big as it looks, or it was shorter where we were at, right? It was not as wide. And she was literally sitting in the middle of the road with all of her lights off. All of her lights on. No headlights, no emergency lights, nothing was on, bro. Nothing.
That's a hazard.
And she's literally
that's a safety hazard.
big time and halfway in the road.
Yeah.
So I slow down to almost a complete stop, and she, on the back of her car, she has these yellow lights, and she hits the yellow lights and they circle. It does this, the strip, and then she goes on her horn on the car, right? So I'm like, okay, go around. Cool. So I have to go in the other lane and I go around slowly. Well, that gives her an opportunity to get an LPR, right? You see what's going on
LPR?
there? The license plate readers.
Oh,
Okay, to get the LPR going and hit. Now, if she was traveling, that LPR would not have hit on me, right? She wouldn't have been able to hit that LPR on me because it's nighttime. But she illegally was parked in the road, which allowed her to utilize the LPR or just memorize my thing and then run it. But bro, when I'm telling you, I was way ahead of her. I was way ahead of her, bro. Like it had to have been, oh man, almost over a quarter of a mile for sure.
so she's in the middle of the road, or at
Yep.
least blocking part of it.
Oh yeah,
And then she's waiting for you to pass her so
Yep.
that she can read your plate.
license plate. Yep.
I mean, it sounds like a case of entrapment to some
Yep.
extent. I'm sure
Yep.
you can incorporate that into your strategy.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, I think we've eliminated any concerns whatsoever. If you're not aware, they sent me over a plea offer to close it out and take a guilty for interference for $100. So I mean, they
Denied.
yeah, they know they have nothing. So now what you'll notice is she's speeding. This is not 25 miles an hour. Okay? I guarantee you I can get someone. I know that there's a legal analyst, or not a legal analyst, an expert that can determine how fast she's going by how quickly these lines are moving.
Yeah.
Okay? That's a fact.
Spanish could probably tell you that.
Maybe. But then not only that, speed alarm is going off. You have broken the speed alarm. So there's no question that you're speeding because it's flashing that you're speeding. Okay? So right off the bat, again, they cannot break the law to come and get you for something that is not. You see what I'm saying? They actually causing a safety hazard risk while I am not. I'm simply traveling. So we see how it goes.
Is that where you just turned off?
Yeah, I turned off. But, bro, I was so far ahead of her. So far ahead of her, bro. And then she just turns on her lights like, what? That's for me? Pulling. No, not happening.
Hey, do me a favor, stay in the car, please.
Do me a favor and stay in the car. I'd rather not, okay?
Yeah.
So then we're going to move on to, I'm not going to be told what to do. I'm sorry. I'd rather not stay in my car. Like Eddie Craig says, you go on ahead and throw them keys out, brother. Or get out and lock the door, man. What? You dig? And by the way, I don't know why they sent me this film like this, but I'm telling you, it's my numbers. It comes out to 1532. Literally, they sent it to me just like this. That's 236, by the way, if you didn't know. So when I talk about my numbers and those universal numbers, I know I mention it all the time, but dude, I mean, what do you want me to say? It's 236 backwards. So universal, man.
So if you're not in your car, they're not allowed to tow it or what?
Well, first off, I was parked on an easement, all right? And we'll get into that because I think there's some of the video of her soliciting a tow when it was parked on the easement. And again, it wasn't a lawful stop. She's just using justification that I didn't want to comply with her to retaliate and tow. And that's why she went and solicited a tow. She had to go ask for the people to remove it off of their property. I'll show you later when it comes up.
You should add that as well.
Oh, I will.
You want to take a seat on my bumper then? Okay, you're pulled over because your car has an expired insurance. You have to have valid insurance in order to drive a car. You were driving. 575. Can I get a second unit? One's available. Code 2, please. Have your license, registration, and insurance, please.
Right here, my window is down. I realized it. So I go back and I'm rolling up all the windows. Okay.
I'm sorry? It is a valid stop. Do me a favor, go ahead and take a seat on the front bumper, please. Sir, I'm going to need you to stop.
Excuse me, this is not about. I'm going to need you to stop. Stop.
It is a valid stop. I'm not going to argue with you. You can stop now or you're going to be under arrest.
For what?
For interfering right now. You failure to provide a driver's license.
What did I interfere with, y'all?
Nothing.
I interfered with her imposing her.
Her
I
attempted authority over you.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
officer was not
Yeah.
engaged with another person or man for you to be interfering with anything, so she's lying.
Yeah, straight up. Yep.
You are operating a motor vehicle. You're required to provide documentation.
Do you have a body camera on?
Yes, sir. It's right here. It's recording.
So this is not a valid stop.
I'm going to ask you one more time to take a seat on the bumper, or I will place you in handcuffs and detain you.
You're not going to detain. That's what she said. I've asked again, and I made sure to restate to her on the record, you can ask all you want. You can ask. Because
I am.
Listen, man, I've not committed any crime.
You're committing one right now by failing to provide a driver's license. So if you continue to...
Have I? She said, "I am committing a crime." Have I committed a crime yet, y'all?
No.
No, sir.
Driver's
No,
license
we
is
all know better.
No, she's committing a Fourth Amendment crime.
But wait a
Yes, she
second,
is.
bro. There are people that cover my videos that literally say that it's a crime. I've committed a crime, right? I'm committing a crime.
They're in
Am I wrong?
Stockholm
Hey, look,
syndrome.
there are people that can't rub their two brain cells together though too. So
Right.
Just because people say something doesn't mean it's the truth.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, y'all. I don't know.
yeah,
You've
come on,
only committed
criminal.
a crime if there was something before
There's no victim,
asking for your ID,
no
and there
damage.
was nothing.
Yeah, I thought I had to hurt
Don't-
someone before the cops come mess with me.
Yeah,
I thought that's how it works here in America. Like, this is the land of the
that's
free.
how it's supposed to work.
That's
Okay,
what I'm saying.
okay.
There's
not a
no
problem.
damage,
Okay,
no victim, no crime.
okay. That's what I thought. All
Hey,
right.
To do that, then I will place you in handcuffs. Those are the options. Either you take a seat on my front bumper.
including my right. So I need to take a seat on her front bumper. Is that the law?
That's the official her story.
That's
Either
what
you
She
take
wants
a
you
seat. Okay. Well, you're not free to go. So you are being detained right now.
touching me? Did she say you're under arrest?
unwanted touching. Isn't that
Assault.
Yep.
Did she say you're under arrest?
No, stop. You are being detained right now.
You are illegally
Up against the car, please.
Why are you touching me? Why are you doing this to me? Excuse
I explained to you why. I explained to you why.
detention. What is that one? What is that one? Hold on one second, y'all. What is that one, bro? What is that one? Where's my 1983? Where's my
Being
19...
detained is a custodial arrest.
Where's it at?
You are placed in handcuffs. It is reason to believe that you are under arrest.
now? Once you put her lights on, I thought you were already detained.
That's
And
true.
they're-
Yeah, when you're detained, yeah, it's
You're
a
not
Terry
free to
stop.
go.
You're detained.
Traffic infractions are not a crime. People versus battle. Persons faced with an unconstitutional licensing law which purports to require a license as a prerequisite to exercise a right may ignore the law and engage with impunity in exercise of such right. Damn. Okay. Is it? Yeah, it's the same one right there. Resistive arrest. There it goes. That's what I thought.
I know in Michigan, if they pull you over, lights on, it's a detainment.
Colinder versus Lawson. All right, let's get it right for everybody here. 461 U.S. 352, 1983, in which the United States Supreme Court ruled that a police officer could not arrest a citizen for refusing to present identification. There is no such thing as failure to identify. You can sue the police for illegal arrest and resist arrest with impunity. The application of a code or statute to detain an appellant and require him to identify himself violated the Fourth Amendment because the officers lacked any reasonable suspicion to believe that the appellant was engaged or had engaged in criminal conduct. Accordingly, the appellant may not be punished for refusing to identify himself, and the conviction, if any, would be reversed. Browns versus Texas. Well, does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean?
It means failure to ID is not an excuse to arrest someone.
Thank God. I thought I was tripping, y'all. Thanks for helping me out with that understanding. I thought I was a little bit slow. Can you please stop?
Isn't that what we always
It's not
say?
unlawful.
It is unlawful.
I need you to relax.
Reserving all right.
You are resisting me right now.
No,
Relax your arm.
unlawful detention. You cannot
Relax
touch me.
your arm.
What crime have I committed?
You can argue it in court. We're not going to argue here on the street. Relax.
It's an unlawful detention, ma'am.
It is not an unlawful detention.
Why are you touching me? What
Because-
crime have I committed?
You are under arrest right now.
For what
Relax your
crime?
arm. We can argue it later.
What crime? You
Okay.
have,
575,
just
go ahead and
please-
step it up. He's non-compliant.
I'm not being compliant.
Relax your
You're
arm
the one that's
now.
You're the one that's touching me unlawfully.
You're right, I am.
You're the one who's touching me unlawfully. She says I am. I think she says it again.
I'm not playing with you.
Okay. I'm not playing with you. She's serious, bro. You see how kinky it got for a second there? She was like, I'm not playing with you. I'm serious. I was like, oh my God,
Not
girl.
only that,
You can relax your arm, and you can go in handcuffs. I've explained it to you several times what crime you've committed.
What crime?
I've explained it to you several times. I'm not arguing with you.
Why are you?
Bro, she's fresh on the force. She's like brand spanking new. I found her on Facebook and tagged her in one of my posts. She immediately blocks me like 6-7 hours later. I know she's seen what's going on, but she is fresh, bro. She was like this emo. She was like this emo girl, bro. Not too long ago, she was just a little emo girl going to all the little emo concerts, you know, rock concerts and stuff. Like, bro, she's fresh on the force.
she's gonna be a fun one to have on the stand.
So that means
Oh, big time, bro. I can't wait to depose her, dude.
He's just refusing to comply right now, but he's under arrest. You're under arrest.
Hey, Tycho Robertson, if you look up in the chat, there's a document I just dropped at 9:22. All those case sightings are in that PDF right there, bro, that I just read. The Colinder and the ones for People versus Battle.
574, we're code 4, just in 1.
I got it. Thank you. Here.
Then homegirl over here, Morse. The other girl show up.
No, it's just him. This is as far as I saw. If you want to double check.
Do
you have an ID on you, sir? I'll go ahead and take those. Okay, come back here. Face the 911 for me. Go ahead and wind your feet. Got anything on it? Gonna stick me or poke me? Fantastic. No, he got out as soon as I pulled up behind him. So, only a road fund. So, I pull in behind him. He's got invalid insurance. Speed past me over on Hawthorne and Monroe.
Passed her on Hawthorne and Monroe. Your line? That's her first lie. Bitch, you was in the middle of the road. Why are you lying for?
He gets out, refuses to comply, won't sit down, won't give me anything.
You didn't pull me over. I was already pulled over, parked, and got out. Why are you lying?
Saying he wasn't driving. Clearly he was.
You turned on your lights immediately when you turned on the street, hoping that I was just going to fall and succumb to you pulling me over when I'm already parking. Like, how am I supposed to know that you pulling me over after I'm already out? And then you say, get back? I'm not getting back in my car. You didn't pull me over. I didn't do anything wrong.
And then, so I told him, I was like, well, here are your options. Either you provide me with your driver's license or you're going to be detained. Didn't want to comply with that. Put hands on him, still not complying. Called for a second unit, now we're here. Didn't fight or anything, just resisting. Sorry?
So it was fighting.
No, not fighting. Or, I'm sorry. Just like, you know, tensing up, refusing to put his arms behind his back. I'm sorry?
Is he intact?
Not that I can tell. Nothing obvious. I don't smell anything. He's not slurring or anything. Just not cooperative. So I'll work on IDing him and figuring out what we got. Okay. All right, sir. Just so you know, everything in here is being audio and video recorded, okay?
You got the constitutional authority not to.
And he didn't have a wallet on him, so I don't know if he's got ID in there, but he's not talking to me. All right, sir. Are you going to provide me with your name, please? Name and date of birth is all I need from you right now. Fantastic. No wallet in there? There's. Okay.
Again, that's all I need. It's a want. It's a desire for jurisdiction, for you to give up that jurisdiction and allow them to take control over you, essentially. You're giving consent.
Did he give you a
No, he's not talking.
Now, right here, Morse tells her to pause and mute the camera. Morse tells her that. Now, Morse, the yellow bone, she didn't provide no body camera, yo. She didn't provide any body camera at all. And I tell you why. They illegally searched my car, bro. They illegally opened up and unlocked my car and searched to find my ID.
Oh,
They literally opened up my door, bro. I locked it and they literally went and opened up my door. She starts whispering, and then boom, they muted up, bro. Muted up. Muted up.
Are you going to attack the muted aspect of the audio of the video?
Oh yeah, same way as those other people did, or the big case, $8.1, $2 million lawsuit down there, down in California for that lady, and the reason being is because if you wasn't doing anything nefarious, why you got to mute it? Why can't we all hear what's going on? What are y'all plotting and scheming for? Where's your body camera and why wasn't it running? Right? A lot of elements here.
So what do they consider the initial stop if it's not being detained? If you're detained when you're handcuffed, what is the stop?
What do you mean? You're muted.
Oh, sorry about that. If the stop, when they stop you, put the lights on, is not a detention, but being handcuffed is a detention and not being under arrest, what's the initial stop then? Because you're not free to go. And if you
Right.
take off, no darn well they'll chase you.
Right. Again, they just impose an authority and will for you to consent. They're bored. These people have clearly nothing better to do than come out here and harass people that are doing nothing.
Authority.
Yeah, it's totally fine. Oh, I'm in the back seat talking. Hold on, let me you can't hear it on this one because it's her body cam. Where it's at.
Do you have the dash cam of them searching?
No. Oh, I got the yeah, dash cam? Yeah, I got the dash cam. Check it out. Come back over here.
Okay, so yeah, you can prove that in
See, all
court
they
then.
gave me is Morse, DeFresca, and Button. The sergeant, all he gave him pulling up, and it's literally no, he just driving around. I don't even think this mine. He gave the wrong body camera footage, and see, he gave 55 seconds, another car, and literally nothing. 53 seconds of body cam, him driving to the scene. See, like, why'd he turn it off? See, so this right here, this isn't accurate. Something's up with this one. 509, 103. That's not, I don't even, let me see real quick on hers. 103 back, the Fresca, and then her car. 50. Okay, so yeah, probably right about the same time. But no other body cam. Where's the rest of the body cam? So no body cam at all. Coming out of the woman, the other woman, Morse? Nope, no body cam. No body cam.
Hey, Cam, for a second, please.
Yeah.
You cite people versus battle for traffic infractions are not a crime?
Yeah.
That's it. That's not correct. It's Chicago coach versus city of Chicago as traffic infractions are not crimes. People versus battle is persons faced with an unconstitutional licensing law.
No, people versus battle is when that
I'm
dude killed
reading.
someone.
I'm reading on the document that you provided.
Oh, it's just it's mixed up.
Oh,
No,
okay. All
yeah,
right.
no, yeah, it's just mixed in the paragraph. That's all.
Hey, sorry
Okay,
about that. Thank you.
you're good. Yeah, just formatting errors and a little bit there. Nothing crazy though. Okay. All right, so let's see. Back into it. Now, I think if I'm not mistaken, let's see if we can pull it. I think they're already in my car. I don't know though. Let me see. Yeah, they were already in my car because she went and got my wallet. Oh yeah, see. Wait, where is this at? Because this girl digging all in my wallet. And there was one point where I was like, And I'm like freaking out. I'm like, I cannot believe she just did that. They literally just went into my wallet like that. 5, this one. Where is she at with my wallet? Where's she soliciting to? This is the first one. Did she go into my wallet on this one?
Are you Cameron? Yeah.
I'm not going to argue about this. I'm an attorney. You're not going to get anything. I'm not giving you anything.
Maybe it's this one. This where she goes solicit the what you call it? The tow.
Car. Yeah, I saw him. I've got a car out here. We did a traffic stop on it. I don't know if you know the guy by chance.
No.
Did you see the car?
Yeah, I saw it on the cameras we have.
Okay, you don't know that guy, don't know the car?
No.
Okay, he's kind of...
We just have those 2 cars, the white ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a young, like, light-skinned black male with glasses. It doesn't sound familiar to you. Okay.
Why I gotta be black? Who says black? Who says black? Can't I be like Cuban? I mean...
Racial profiling.
He's kind of parked on the front corner of your property. Do you want the...
Native American?
Yeah, why I gotta be black, bro?
Knowing who she's speaking to, it helps paint the picture.
Yeah,
Yep,
exactly.
that's true.
She
Hard to
just
stay
told
there.
on herself.
Yeah, we're in Oregon, bro.
If not, we can tow it out of here.
If not, we can tow it. Do you want it there? If not, we can tow it out there. We can tow it out of here for you. Soliciting a tow.
Do you want to go outside and see? Or?
I mean, like, do you see like the guy is there in the car? Or?
Yeah, we have the guy. We're in contact with him, but it's just parked on your property, and so I'm...
We're in contact with him, not letting them know. Yeah, we illegally arrested him. We've in contact. Like, everything's fine. We'll just tow it for you.
Checking to see
Isn't it parked on the
if
street,
you want
not
it
on
there,
your
if you don't want
property?
it there and don't know the guy.
You can tell she's just, again, if you know the guy, if you don't know the guy, if you want it there, if you don't.
Yeah, it's just reinforcing the tow, making
Yeah,
sure that
it's-
it goes through.
I think she's trying to get lawful reason to do it because I don't think she has a lawful reason because most of the rules about towing for police to randomly tow vehicles pertain to the highway and safety.
Right. That's why I say soliciting for sure, for sure.
Get rid of it.
So trying to go up to them and tell them, oh, it's oh, it's all good.
No, go ahead.
Oh, it's on your it's on your property, even though it's not. They're trying to get that story created so that they can get that authority to do it, even though they don't lawfully have it.
Right.
There's just a car parked on the side. I don't know if you want it there or not. That's it.
It's around the corner.
Yeah.
Tow it? Okay, fantastic. Can I just grab whoever the homeowner is? If I can just grab one of your names, that would be awesome. Rosa? What's your last name, Rosa? Sorry, say that one more time.
Fantastic.
AYA.
I sold you on being able to help me in my plot against this man.
Yeah, they're just dragging other people in when they shouldn't be dragged into it.
Look, and there goes the wallet. Yep, she gets handed it to her. Winsmore's handed to her. My wallet's in my car, y'all. My wallet is in my car, and my car is locked.
I think the more right thing to do, he should have
Look, there
walked
she
out
goes.
and said, let
Boom.
me talk to him.
Look at that. How come they how can they do that? Is that illegal or not?
I think they're trying to use the whole like inventory thing when they're towing a vehicle because they did that to mine. They illegally searched my entire vehicle, even the backpack that had nothing to do with the search.
Once they get the
did they take your keys?
permission.
How did she get your keys, Cam?
He took them up out of my pocket.
Oh.
See, in doing that work there, it's just all a part of the brainwashing that they go through in their supposed training that isn't even really any training, based on what other cops have told me. And they're told that arresting someone does give them the right.
Wait a second, though, bro. This is a cutoff thing. Her fingers aren't touching right here, okay? And it's muted, okay? So what's going on is it's muted. She didn't push a record because that was more than 30 seconds. See, she's not pushing anything. They're talking. Something happened because she didn't push no button. So this one just started randomly. She was already over here on the computer,
What's
And
the
then,
what's the timestamp say? Is there a gap in there?
oh yeah, there's a gap.
In this video, there's a gap when that happens?
Look, see how she just pushed the button for mute? Oh no, she pushed the button for record, I guess, huh? And that's 30 seconds? Yeah. No, she pushed the button.
But for the tow, they only have the right to take inventory, not inventory and whatever's in the item. So like your wallet, sure. Okay, you have your wallet, document.
Right.
Open the wallet, yeah, there's money in it, cool. Close it back up. They couldn't just rummage through the wallet and take out your ID. That's
Exactly.
not lawful.
Right.
No.
Do you have a warrant? 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 Excuse me?
I heard you the first time.
Excuse me?
Oh yeah, he's Cameron. The cards in here say Cameron. How hard was that, dude?
She really thinks she gonna get away with that, bro. That's what's crazy to me.
Actually asked you to say your name. She just asked for your ID. Where's they actually asking for the proper identification, aka your name and date of birth? That's all the law actually requires for ID identification.
You don't
Yeah,
have the
and
right
that's-
to remain silent.
Well, the tow is unlawful anyway, so it doesn't really matter. She shouldn't be even able to look at anything, period. I'll correct my statement from earlier. The tow is unlawful because the arrest was unlawful.
Entering the automobile is unlawful.
Cam, is that you saying, excuse me, excuse me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Her for a warrant where she's just ignoring him as he demands a warrant.
Do you not have an ID at all? Aha! It is 575. I've got a Texas ID for you when you're ready. It is 276-52247, last of Wilson.
She got me.
Oh, I believe.
I tried to stay clear and close my door, and she got me.
Maybe nothing. Retrieve your dime. Okay. I don't know if I can get out around you guys. Is there enough room over there? Okay, beautiful.
Good job, Sergeant.
Okay, so that's that. Now, I'm in the back of the cop car actually a lot longer than
Free.
people realize.
Not to be put.
I only took a short segment earlier, but
I would think that would be disturbing the peace, them all rolling up in a neighborhood like this and 2 in the morning, all unlawful and beating on people's fucking doors.
very
You know?
true.
Illegals? Nah, because can't wait.
On they ass.
Ooh, got into my car with no warrant, bro. You're losing all. You won't be on the force longer than 9 months, I promise. This is crazy to me. And illegals? Nah, because as soon as I hit for an injunction, I'm going to hit for a preliminary injunction, and that preliminary injunction is going to get you barred immediately. Because I'm going to send over to the Attorney General everything that happened, then I'm going to send over to my father that works at the feds all over your information. And as soon as this complaint hits, you'll see. And it's not going to be against just the city and you. It's also going to be against your individual capacity as well. I don't know if you learned anything in the school academy, but I know they taught you about 1942 because there's a whole section within the actual Oregon Police Manual that speaks about the Section 1942 and 1983 cases in relation to rights. And it seems as though you just want to abide by whatever policy and presumption after I've rebutted all of your presumptions by reserving all of my rights against you. And even while I stated that I had no aspect of being able to have to identify to you because there was no probable cause or reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime being committed, you stayed on your presumption as though you could violate my individual rights even though you took an oath to uphold those. And so, not only will we be going after you in your individual capacity, but we'll also be going against your bond. We'll be pulling your oath. And you will see exactly what it's like to violate people's rights and lose your career. There ain't no deal, okay? There ain't no deal. When I get out of my car, you have no legal right, nor do any of your officers to go into my vehicle as though you do because you didn't have a search warrant. So you illegally obtained any information within that vehicle or conveyance or private property, which is a household good determined under Uniform Commercial Code 9-109, after I reserved all of my rights under 1-308 that I can do so, under the aspect that I have every right to not identify under Browns versus Texas when there is not reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime being committed. And the only aspect in which you could even try to aspect, if you even knew what a crime or definition of a crime would be, is that there's actual harm that's being committed to another. You did not suspect me of bringing harm to another whatsoever. The definition of a crime is harm to another. A traffic violation is a civil infraction, and there must be a contract in place before one can actually be found in violation. Not only that, there also must be one acting in the commission of operating as one employed, earning commerce on the road. See, these are things that you don't understand because they don't teach you the law. And you will turn up the music as loud as you want, but the audio will continue to hear me, because I will speak the truth into the record as much as I will do so. And the record will reflect that as I speak the truth, that I am the I am, the highest of authority, that I am a sovereign citizen under the 1940 joint resolution in our self-governing republic, and that the line of authority goes God, man, government, state, county, city. City is at the lowest of the municipal court. And within your own municipal code, it clearly states that these roads, street, alleyways, byways, and all highways are open as a matter of right for public vehicular travel. And there is nothing that you can do to disregard that. And because you don't know your municipal code, you are in violation of said code. And you have not only violated my life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, but you have violated several state statutes. Not only federal code under a 1983 section, and section 242 under Title 18 of the federal code, but by you operating in your own ignorance of the law and the rights of the people, you have therefore violated my life, liberty, and the pursuit of my happiness, where there is no reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime, nor probable cause. Therefore, since you have no reasonable articulable suspicion and or probable cause of a crime being committed, you have assaulted me, harassed me, kidnapped me, and retaliated me. You really don't understand that they don't teach you enough in the academy. You really don't understand that we are already in formulation of a curriculum with blue to gold, which is the police academy. Another one of my good friends, an attorney. And what you will come to realize is that you took an oath, and that oath you have violated. And in violation of that oath, you will be held responsible, not only in your personal capacity, but you will also be held in your professional capacity. And you will be held to the full extent of the law, because ignorance of the law is no excuse. And you think the statute, this color of law, applies to me. But I swear, dear, you made a huge mistake tonight. And I tried to warn you when I tried to walk away, and you grabbed me illegally, without reasonable, articulable suspicion, or probable cause of a crime being committed. And it is not my fault that your ignorance shows that you don't know what a crime is. But this little trip that you're taking me on, dear, ain't nothing to a boss like me. Because I'm a real one, and I'm going to show you what it's like to be a real American tonight. You violated the wrong one's rights.
Get her. You go get him!
There will be a complaint filed against you in the next 2 weeks, I guarantee it. Get ready.
Send that. Here's
You might want to look me up. I'll let you know right now. My YouTube channel's Power Inherent in the People. Good luck. You're the third one this year. Hey guys, I got another one.
I love it. You go.
And I'm at 88, American Disabilities Act.
Oh, she elevates 3 ways to Sunday.
You're fired. You will be fired.
You're fired.
Okay.
That's brilliant.
Okay, I'm fine about that. Did she really just say, okay, I'm fine about that when you said she was going to be fired?
Yeah.
Yep.
She didn't listen to any of it. She was ignoring.
Yeah,
most
she didn't
of all
listen to
of it.
anything.
So Cam's gonna have to show her what it is.
You muted, Cam. Cam, you're muted.
Whoop. Gonna have to edit that part out.
What I was trying to say earlier is I think that that homeowner should said, let me talk to the guy. And if he promises to come back to get the car, then I can sit right here. That's what I would have done.
Oh no, we don't live in that kind of world. Once people see police, they
I
go.
know, right?
But she
Heck, the moment
solicited that though. She
I know if
I would
that
have
solicited.
would
told her
happen
to
to me,
pound
I would
rocks.
definitely.
It's like we got one in the group, my boy Gio, GIO in the Wisedome Discord. He that's what they did to them. They solicited a trespass and then just screwed him all over. So
see, if I was the person in that house, I mean, I would have been out there when the lights were going off and recording that shit too.
watching, yeah, yeah, no, they'd be
Going
scared.
off in front of my house like that, and you coming to me and to start asking that? Oh no, no, no! I want to go talk to the owner of that property.
Yeah, what's going on? No, you can leave it here. There ain't no need to tow it. We can leave it here
No,
so they don't have to incur a cost. It ain't gonna bother us none. Just let
nope.
it sit there.
Absolutely.
I'm sure
I'll
they'll
watch it
come
for
get it
him.
when they need to. I'm sure y'all are just what are y'all arresting them for? How about that? Oh, no insurance. Yeah, leave
Exactly.
it there. Leave it there.
Yeah,
Okay.
that
I
was
thought
me. I
you was
would
gonna
have
say he
watched
You
committed a
don't have
crime
a
or something.
warrant. You don't have a warrant to stop
Exactly.
him. He was already out of his car before you came up on him. What is wrong with you?
These people, they just think they can do whatever they want.
Oh, you will be fired. You're going to be the third one in the last 18 months.
I'm gonna let it play.
Okay, get ready.
Screen share.
Yeah, screen share.
And I'm so glad this is being recorded because when you get deposed, you won't be confident.
I think you need to reevaluate your law degree.
I think you need to look up
Your
Cameron James
6-month
Wilson
law
and see
degree?
how many cases I've won.
I did look up Cameron.
I don't have a license. They've suspended my right to apply for the privilege. I'm so excited. I'm so thankful that God continuously puts ignorant cops in my path to sue. I can't wait to let everybody know. As soon as I FOIA this, you're so screwed. You're gonna look like the state trooper, and you're so confident now, but when you get deposed in about 9 to 12 months, you're not gonna be as fucking snooty as you are now, and that's what's hilarious. It's so funny. Come on, take me to the Sally Port. Let's get this over with. Come on. I can't do nothing but laugh, bro. Like, I'm literally 75%, our team is 75% done with the curriculum for the new course that's being developed for constitutional rights to train you people. And you really think that you're going to sit here, you need to really reevaluate your law degree. People are going to trip out on YouTube on that comment alone, bro. I just can't wait.
Where's your law degree?
Salem is not even going to defend you. They're not even going to defend you. They're going to fire you and then tell you to defend yourself. You're going to have to get your own attorney out of your own money because they're going to fire you.
What?
You're laughing. Oh, I know you looked in that back seat and I know you saw that big boy law dictionary.
That's brutal.
Okay, well, I know your partners did, and I can't wait. You illegally opened up my car without a warrant. You did?
You don't actually need a warrant.
Yes, you do.
You don't.
Okay, we'll see. Get ready.
Like I said.
Get ready. Wasn't a valid traffic stop, and we'll figure it out when we figure out that you were speeding on the roads. Weren't you? It's called Fruit of the Poisonous Tree, dear. It's a doctrine in which you have no clue about.
Clearly, neither do you.
That's why I just said it.
Just because you can name something doesn't mean you know anything about it.
Man, bro, I keep talking. You're building it up for the civil suit, dude.
Damn, her ego.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was more than happy to explain to you why I pulled you over and the reasoning behind it. But
Yeah, and you made a request, and your request is not lawful.
according to you,
According to the Supreme Court.
I highly doubt that you know what the Supreme Court thinks about that. I wish you the best of luck.
There ain't no luck. Get ready to get a lawsuit within the next 2 weeks. You will be summoned within 30 days.
See, what state were you born in?
I was born in any state.
What country were you born in?
There you go, Cam.
I don't answer any questions.
Don't answer questions.
You know your social security number.
I don't answer any questions.
If I did know, I wouldn't tell you.
All right. Well, the jail has booking questions for you. It has absolutely nothing to do with your case. They're going to ask you them whether it's from me or them, so it's a lot easier if you just answer them now.
I've already reserved all
Do you
rights.
have any illnesses?
Reserve all rights, including my right to remain silent.
Do you have any injuries? Are you suicidal? Do you have any mental health issues? Do you take any medication?
Is she a doctor?
Do you have any ADA needs? Have you been in a car accident in the last 24 hours? Ever been sexually assaulted while in custody?
Did you take an oath to the Constitution? Oh, Jesus, it's good when they take an oath and they break it home. Don't you love it when they violate rights of those who live free? No reasonable, articulable suspicion or probable cause. No crime committed yet. She detained me without cause. She thinks there's corpus delicti, but she
New
can't
theme song.
prove it. No verifiable claimant. Where's the sworn affidavit?
We need a recording
Officer
studio.
who never identified herself.
Sing,
I would buy your
Cam.
CD cam.
Sing, baby.
Looking for a sworn affidavit, a verified complainant of a probable cause of a crime being committed.
You can request a copy from the jail.
There won't be one because there's no body of member of the public that's brung forth any crime.
I'm bringing forth the crime.
No, it don't work like that.
That is exactly how it works.
You think that's how it works, but that's ratification of
You work for the
a
state.
ratification of commencement. You work for the corporation,
What corporation do I work for?
the city of Salem.
And?
It's a corporation.
Okay. And?
The corporation cannot be a claimant or a verified victim when there is no crime. It's called lack of ratification.
Salem was the victim.
It's called a lack of ratification of commencement.
Did I say the city of Salem was the victim?
Okay, so then why you got me in cuffs?
Because you committed a crime.
Okay, what crime?
Failure to carry and present.
That's not a crime.
It is a crime.
No.
Would you like me to read it to you?
Do you know what the definition of a crime is?
I'll read it to you.
Do you know what the definition of a crime is?
I'm going to read it to you. I'm going to read you the
Okay, I'm going to read you the I'm going to tell you what the definition of a crime is. The definition of a crime is bringing harm to another.
If you'd like me to
The
explain
definition of a crime, I don't need you to explain to me what I've already argued in depositions in federal cases that I've won.
You asked what crime you committed.
There is no crime because there is no harm.
You didn't ask if there was harm. You asked.
That's what the definition of a crime is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Okay. You can argue in court.
I won't argue in court because I'll file a motion and all this shit's going to get
You know where you
dismissed.
file a motion? In court.
And I won't come to court.
Okay. Well, then you'll have a warrant out for your
No, I won't because it'll be a trial by
Nah.
declaration. It's called an affidavit. As soon as it gets sent over to the Attorney General, it gets dismissed. Just like it's going to be sent over to the FBI. I done told you my dad works for the FBI. I don't know what you don't get about that.
I don't know why that's relevant.
Well, because you're about to get fired. You thought I was joking. Like, I don't know what you think this is. Well, you keep ridiculing me. And I'm not mistaken. Sergeant Duran he's cooked. Just like Sergeant Hovinghoff and the boy Christian, David Christensen on Washington State Patrol. You totally next. You city police. Like, you gonna realize when you get deposed and made a fool of in the evidentiary hearing, if it even gets that far, but I guarantee you it doesn't, because the DA knows you cannot speed to catch up to someone who has not committed a crime. You don't get to do 35, 45, and a 25.
Do you have a speedometer?
It runs back 30 seconds.
I'm asking if you have a speedometer.
Okay, listen. Do you think these people are stupid enough? Do you think these people are stupid?
Which people?
The people if that gets on a jury, or actually I wouldn't even do a jury trial. It's just going to be a bench trial. If it gets to even that, which it's not. Everything's going to be fruit of the poisonous tree.
100.
I'm telling you right now.
Okay.
Be confident. 9 months you're cooked. I wouldn't even bet that. I bet you right before, because all I gotta do is have it put on the news, like we did. Homeboy. Go ahead and look up Power Inherent and the People on YouTube. You'll see. All the proof's there, darling. Let's go. Book me in. What we waiting on?
In the pudding.
We got paperwork to do. I told you that.
Let's go. You can do it inside the jail. What you waiting outside for?
Can't do it outside jail.
You prolonging it. You prolonging it. If you had to pull me over for insurance, it's a Fourth Amendment violation to prolong the stop further than just giving me a ticket for insurance.
I can't give you a ticket if I don't know who you are.
I have every right to remain silent.
Sure, which means I have the right to arrest you for failure to carry possession.
No, you don't. If I have a right to remain silent and not providing for any information, you can't arrest me for standing on my rights. That's a secondary charge. There's no crime. Ah!
Are you okay?
Yes, they train y'all so bad, and then they put you into a position to where you literally not only get sued in your professional capacity, but all because all of the money that you just earned from this career is now about to be taken by me. Everything. Because you don't even, it's like you just sat here and literally said, yeah, you have every right to remain silent, but you have to ID. It's like the most, it's like, it's the ignorance. The ignorance. The ignorance is so beyond me. And then you sit here and illegally, without a warrant, go into my car while you watch me on body cam, lock it, and roll up the windows. Oh my God! You literally went into my car and pulled out my ID illegally! Without a warrant! If it was on my person, okay, maybe you could get away with it. But you opened up my car door with it locked and went in. Oh my God. It's just, it's a million. Easy million. Easy. Another one. Within 2 months. That's why I say God is great. And then you want to be like, are you okay? Yes. I'm excited. I'm so excited that I get to go to jail again for an ignorant cop who doesn't know how to uphold people's rights. They just think they can do whatever they want out here. And I just keep getting paid. I just keep getting paid. It's just, wow. Thank you, God. Another one to go fucking viral. Hey, guys, look. This is crazy, right? Look, hey, God is great, right?
God is good.
I told y'all, man.
All the time.
All you have to do is stand in honor every time. And look what they do. As long as you stand in honor, they can't help but violate your rights. Because they've been trained so poorly that they can't do anything else than violate you. It's just what it is. And here we go again. Hey, Greg, get ready for another one, boy. We're tag teaming this one. This one's $1 million plus. And they towed the car. On an easement. There's an easement. It's on the easement. She went and knocked on the property owner's door. It was parked. They didn't even put a sticker. She never would have pulled me over, bro. Oh, man. So because there's a suspension on my right to apply in Oregon, she said my driver's license is suspended. Come on, man, you're prolonging my time. Let's go, put me into the jail. You're prolonging my time. Court, as you can see, we're sitting outside of the jail and she's continuously prolonging my time by sitting here in the car rather than taking me into the Sally Port to get booked in so that I can get out immediately. She's intentionally, right now, not taking me into the Sally Port. We're parked outside of the jail.
She should take you back to your car.
What's your badge number? What's your badge number? How long you been on the force? How long you been on the force? You ever been sued before? You ever been sued? Am I gonna be your first lawsuit? You think you'll survive?
No.
Coming after your bond. Coming after your car. Coming after your house.
I hope she got one too.
100.
I'm letting you know right now. You don't get to violate. You don't get to violate people's rights.
That's writ of attachment, man.
Karma's gonna show you what's up. Mess with the wrong one. Get ready. Go ahead and look up Cameron Wilson versus Hood River. Go ahead and look up Cameron Wilson versus Washington State Police right now. You'll find it on the internet. Go ahead and look.
See, I'm trying to get her to talk, but she will not talk.
I want to go ahead and look in y'all's system, find out about Cameron.
She won't talk.
Failure to carry and present.
Now she's typing up a report right now.
You know that's a secondary charge.
Yeah, she's typing up. You can hear her fingers in the background. She's
Tapping, shaking in your boots.
Oh boy.
You could
Pretty
get
sure
her
she's
shut
shaking
up
in her boots
earlier.
right now.
Well, she about to start talking again soon. She about to put the nail in the coffin here in a little bit. I mean, look, there's still. Oh, I don't know how much.
Another nail in the coffin?
He's so confident, but that deposition comes, I swear you won't be confident.
Yeah, digging her grave.
Yeah, she's putting it in. She's thinking it's over here, bro.
Illegal arrest, illegal detention, unlawful detainment, assault, battery, police misconduct, harassment, kidnapping, unlawful imprisonment, 1985, 241, 242, Section 1983 claim, conspiracy because you had your partner open up my door illegally to take off of the covering to hide my VIN because I'm private. Woof, man.
She got a lot, bro.
Yeah, there is 241 because they conspired against you.
Yeah.
Court. Salem Court. Just want to let y'all know this is the kind of stuff that we got to deal with all the time. And this is why we do what we do. We've already brought this to y'all's attention a couple of different times through other organizations. And as we've done so, here now I am, Cameron James Wilson, in the back of this vehicle. Being detained illegally on a secondary charge of failure to carry and present as though there had been a crime that had been committed. So she also claims that it's a crime. Clearly, again, the police don't understand or not educated the aspect of the differences between violations of statutes in relation to secondary aspects that are required versus what we have as far as our rights. And she clearly read my rights.
Yeah, you have to commit loss, injury, and harm first.
But yet I'm being arrested for failure to carry.
Yeah, and she in the front seat right now. Damn, look at me, bro. That's crazy, bro. These new numbers are wild. 3, 3, 3, 3. When I pause it and talk. Okay, so, bro, there's no way that it could just happen like that. Even the micro is a 3. Okay, so come on, y'all can't. It just be like that, bro. All right, so what's crazy though, bro, is the aspect that she's in the front seat now listening to me. I know she knows I'm serious, but she's still gonna try and deflect and in her own mind play as though it's not real. And that's some real psychosis there. Like there's you're not attached to reality. Your logic is gone. They've trained the person into a mind state that is not even of themselves. It's like they've lost logic. They've gained maybe some investigatory judgment, a talent to be able, I would say, to maybe read people or understand situations better so that they can, I guess it's kind of like people reading. But in the same sense, I will never be the person that you will be able to read. You will never be able to read me because as soon as I figure out a question or I feel an energy that you are projecting towards me, right, in any form or fashion, right, any kind of projection or energetic field that's getting placed against me, I'm going to come up and combat that. I'm going to figure out a way to sway in some way to combat what you got. But bro, it's not listen, maybe I'm bringing in some of my salesman tactics, right? And being able to learn and understand different types of personalities and traits, right? And then to be able to match that or to combat that, to figure out where triggers are and where they're not, or de-escalate or escalate again to pull out more emotion. So it's all dependent upon, of course, how they're going to act. But at the same time, as you see, I'm actively now I'm seeing, okay, well, I'm trying to engage with you to argue with me, but you're busy and you won't. So now I'm going to take this time to actively start speaking truths out within myself of the situation, right? And at least allow her to hear that. So maybe some of the deeper moral things that are within that we're trying to reignite throughout our nation again actually gets lit, actually starts to kindle, actually says, man, I messed up. Because right now, when she got that tag, bro, on her Facebook, she knew what time it was. She watched that video before she probably deleted me, bro. She knows, bro, the time is coming. And that's the problem. Nobody wants to sit here and have to continuously keep doing this, though. All we want to say is, leave us alone. Please learn that we have life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And if you are engaged in taking away my happiness for whatever it is that you see fit, that is not applicable to a crime with a verified complainant, with a sworn affidavit, being thus a body of crime, and matching both mens rea and actus reus, which is a guilty mind and a guilty act, then please shut the fuck up and bag back as politely as I can be. Your ignorance is not going to hinder our freedom and happiness anymore. That's what you must understand. You must understand your place. Your place is not to tell people what to do. Your place is to be a servant, just as much as I am a servant, just as much as every single person that is in here is a servant. We help each other. We build each other. We grow together. Bro, this is only one life, and you literally think that you have the audacity to grab someone and take their freedom away because of your illegal actions and boredom. It behooves me to understand the comprehension of why such reconciliation, just the aspects of you thinking you could just, man, yo, I cannot. It's so hard to fathom. I can't even put it into English language. I can't. It makes no sense. Like, you're a woman. Where is your empathy and compassion? What happened to y'all? It's like women can't even be women now.
Which just shows, again, the ignorance of these people and how, again, it is not necessarily about crimes. Because we all to bring harm against another individual. But it's about power and control. And it's like she said, clearly on the body cam, I asked, I requested, and she can. She has all right to ask and request. No doubt about it. And I also have every right to refuse and deny. Especially when there's no valid Terry stop. And we know this is both not a valid Terry stop as of March 25th, on our latest decision coming over from the federal judge. So, as we have that on our record and on our docket, we can clearly see, that they just continuously do what they do. And that's why we continuously win. And I'm very grateful for the situation to be in again, just to have another situation to continuously show that no matter what, we always get our money back on those bonds, as you see. But then the aspect, too, that we're always winning. And we're getting crooked cops off the street. And that's what we got to do. And all power is inherent in you. And I want y'all to remember that I am you, and we are us. And we are all the part of the great I am. And I thank God for this experience. I know I got to get the good footage. I got to get the best footage I can while I'm back. It's that LiDAR. It's that black and white, baby. So just smile. And know that God's always got a purpose, And we're going to change this nation as we have been doing. And we'll continuously do it. And just keep thanking the great Creator. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. Just remember, power inherent in the people.
She doesn't know that she's
on
violating
YouTube.
her own rights.
Go ahead and put it in the notes. Let everybody know. You didn't even know. 2 weeks ago, we had 4 different cops at my event in Austin, Texas.
She want to talk about. I say, put power inherent in the people in your notes. Go ahead and do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she really don't even realize. We did. We had 4 different cops at our event in Austin, Texas. Like, people just don't even get what's going on. That's what's crazy about it.
All supporting everything we do.
What?
That's just awesome, in my opinion. We need to get more out there. The more we get out and get on our side, the better it'll be for everyone.
Yep.
Root out the bad apples.
Yep.
And here you are going against what good cops are trying to change our nation for. Got a lot of good cops out there, and they're going to remove bad cops like you that think they're power hungry and tell people whatever they want to do, and violate their rights. But I tell you what, there's a lot of good cops out here, and it goes to show you ain't one of them. And when this court gets a hold of you, my God, dear, you're gone. When the Attorney General sees what you did tonight against a person of American Disabilities Act on an illegal stop while speeding in a 25-mile-per-hour pedestrian zone, while there was no post-safety risk of any other individuals being on the highway or on the roads, you sped up to catch a person on an illegal stop without a moving violation. Therefore, all and everything will be suppressed, and you will be held, not only professionally, but in your personal capacity. Individually as well. I hope you got a new car, because that's going to be mine. I hope you got a mortgage, too, because I'm coming after your home. There's going to be a lien put on that bad boy. You don't get to violate people's rights anymore. The great creator is so good in all that he and she does. Go ahead and type it up.
Yeah.
That narrative ain't gonna be good enough.
Yeah, we know about that.
Because you ain't got no probable cause.
That's just for tort, though.
You can't even ask somebody to
That's just for state tort. That ain't got nothing to do with federal.
get out the car without a dangerous aspect being shown, and you know that. That's long, 381, 1081. U.S. 361, U.S. 1051. Long, 263. You gotta have a dangerous aspect. You wouldn't have legally fucking grabbed me and touched me without any probable cause of a crime. You better articulate that report pretty good. Because I swear to you, none of it's gonna hold. And then we went into his car illegally after he had locked it right there in front of me on my body camera. First, Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment, Sixth Amendment, ooh-wee, 14th Amendment, 12th Amendment violation. Oh, y'all cooked. And I get to bring in state tort claims. Harassment, assault, battery,
police misconduct,
illegal detention, police misconduct, retaliation. Then bring in a federal claim, 241, 242.
I still ain't watched all this. This is my first time seeing this again.
Conspiracy, 1985.
I had so much going on. I got up to that one point and caught that one. I put in the first part body cam they gave that was separate from the rest. I ain't even put the second part where she went and solicited, and then she found my wallet later. So ain't nobody even seen those yet except y'all. And then I watched up to the point where I clipped part of this from this back seat and put it online. But the rest of this, I ain't seen none of this. I just remember I know I went off on her.
While you were impeding traffic on the side of the road. All while you were impeding traffic. And then you had no lights on. And then you turn your lights on, I have to slow down. And so because I have to slow down because you're blocking the damn lane, because you're sticking like 1/4 of the way in the lane. Then you let me get you let me get at least 2 football fields. No, man, it was about 700 yards. Then you sped up so fast that I park, and by the time I park, then you turn on your lights, and I'm out of my private property that is not registered with the state whatsoever. So there's no contract. So you know that I'm not driving because there's no contract. All in the claim that you said, the insurance. When you see no passengers. Oh, God. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, man.
You're the first female cop, though, that I get to depose, so that'll be cool.
For
Killed
real.
yourself. Right there, your career's gone.
So where do you lose it, Cam? I haven't. You've been pretty composed. I
Oh no, I'm gonna lose it, bro.
Oh, we're about to get loud on her.
It's gonna get it's gonna get loud. I'm gonna have to figure out how to turn it down, bro.
You know, Trump just signed an executive order on the 26th that just got enacted on the 2nd, right? For law enforcement that violates people who are innocent of crimes. Oh my god. Totally cooked, bro. You don't even know.
I woke up criminal this morning, Cam.
Why do you keep sniffing? That's what people do when they're on drugs. They just constantly sniff.
Hey, you never had a cold?
No, I don't get sick. Yeah,
Sugar.
that's what happens when you get good genes.
I'm trying to entice her, but she won't.
I'm gonna get to ask you. You remember when you said,
uh-oh. Dang it. No. No. Where was I? Oh, wait. I could remember when you said, oh, no, I can do it like this. Oh, come on. Please. Please. No. Remember. Okay. Oh, my gosh. Remember when. Where's it at then? Search. Remember when you said, okay.
on an illegal stop without a moving violation. Therefore, all and everything will be suppressed, and you will be held, not only professionally, but in your personal capacity. Individually as well. I hope you got a new car, because that's going to be mine.
Dang, I already said all this.
I hope you got a mortgage, too, because I'm... And I'm on a secondary charge, the 26th, that just got enacted on the 2nd, right? For law enforcement that violates people who are innocent of crimes. Oh, my God. Totally cooked, bro. You don't even know. Why do you keep sniffing?
Come on, Cameron. Just leave it alone.
What people do when they're on drugs is constantly sniff.
It's not too low now, is it?
No.
No, I don't get sick. Yeah, that's what happens when you get good genes. Yeah.
She's not biting, bro. I'm trying to get her to bite. She will not bite.
I'm gonna get to ask you. You remember when you said you disagree? And I read the law verbatim to you in your face. I can't wait to read the law right in your face. Play back this and you say, I highly disagree. And I get to read to you the law on deposition. Yo, and then they keep asking me what's wrong. But y'all all know this is me. Y'all know this is me all day, so I just can't wait. What? I said, are you okay? I am.
She said, I said, are you okay, Cameron?
You just don't get this is my personality. What? I said there's no one back there. There is this camera. I'm talking directly in the camera because guess what? The camera is right there. And I'm talking to... Guess what? Everybody on YouTube is going to see this. I'm talking to everybody that's going to see this on YouTube. The millions of people that are going to see... Listen, you don't understand how law works.
You seem unwell.
I'm perfectly fine. What I'm saying is, as soon as I get out, I send over a notice to your department, and within 10 days, they are by law required, and they must give me all body cam, all of the footage in the car. Within 10 days by law. It's going on YouTube. Get ready to be humiliated. Humiliated. Guess what? As soon as I get out, I'm actually going to stick around in Salem for the next week and humiliate you to death. Because I have all right to do so. You are a horrible cop. You are a rights violator. You are a rights violator. You are going to be put on the Brady's list. You're going to be put on the Brady's list. Brady list. Brady list. You're going on the Brady list. Brady list. Brady.
See, I got her going now, bro. Now she's getting pissed. I got her. She's talking back and shit, so now I'm pissing her up even a little more. So here we go.
List. You're going on the Brady list. Brady list. Brady list. You're going on the Brady list, my darling. Get up. Get up. Going on the Brady list, my darling. Get up. Get up. You're going on the Brady list. Get ready.
Having fun with this.
Oh, wait. Y'all remember this one from the last video?
Sing.
Hey, what was your name again? I don't know her name. Get ready. Judge, I'm sorry. I had to do it because they're just so arrogant. They get into your... Oh, what? I can call somebody? Let me do that then. Hey, Siri. Call my mom on speaker, FaceTime audio.
They coming to get me now. Look, she's getting out right now. Look, you can see her. Boom. Oh, she out. They coming to get my ass, bro. He said, you about to make a call? Oh, yeah.
Hey, I'm in the back of a cop car right now. I got arrested. She illegally pulled me over, and she's saying it's for failure to ID. I got another failure to ID, so it's a secondary. So
Where's it at? He's probably got it on your side, bud.
yeah, so I'm in Salem right
Friendly
now.
fart.
No, don't tell me what to do.
Okay. We're not playing that game with you. It's in his hand, I'm sure. He wants to play games.
To play games.
There's no reason. You got a warrant for my phone?
The law isn't a game.
You got a warrant for my phone?
Cameron, let it go.
No.
Relief to call emergency services.
Why are you?
Do you have a warrant? I don't need a warrant.
This guy over here, he goes, I don't need a warrant. I'm going to do what I want. I made sure to
Wait,
read
weren't they supposed to like frisk you and make sure that everything in your pockets are out before they put you in the back of a patrol car?
Yeah.
Yes.
But this dude here, his name's Kelly. I make sure to say his name because when he came over here, he actually found out how to get my wrist and the handcuff, and he did like some kind of really nasty handcuff push into my wrist. Bro, it fucked my wrist up. Like that shit hurt. That shit hurt.
Kelly.
Did he grab your thumb and smash it into the back of your
So what
back?
they just did, Kelly, he just pushed my wrist so far into the handcuffs that they made me release my phone. So they took my phone, my property from me without a warrant again because I made a call. Again, another retaliation. I can't wait. You just introduced Kelly into a lawsuit too. And now this handcuff is so tight that it's cutting off my circulation because you didn't lock this other one and he just pushed it really tight. So I just gave you notice of that. I just gave you notice that this handcuff is super tight on my wrist and it's cutting off my circulation, and if you continue to do it, it's even more of an egregious crime against me. So I'm letting you know now. If you continue to have my hand being cut off by circulation because Kelly just pushed these handcuffs closer in, it's going to be even more egregious. I am requesting medical attention for my circulation and my hand being cut off. See, this is what they do. So I just let them know of a medical emergency because the circulation in my hands.
That shit really does hurt, bro. Like that shit was when they didn't lock the handcuffs. When he did that, he pushed the handcuff so hard into my shit, I had to let go. That's why I was like, bitch. And then it stayed tight, bro. The handcuffs.
Because they just tightened up the cuffs. Kelly did. I literally can't even feel my hands starting to become numb right now. And this is what they do to people who don't commit crimes. They hurt them when they try to reach out to their family members for help. When they hurt them, when they've hurt nobody. And that's what we got. We got a mob out here that constantly hurts people when they've hurt nobody. And that's what's crazy out here, is that these people, there's literally people out here that want to hurt God-fearing people, bro. That want to hurt people that literally try and instill goodness in this world. That literally try and tell people and encourage people to be good in this world. Like, that's what they do. When y'all saw me, I just called my mom. Look what they did. They attacked me. For what? For letting someone know that I'm getting arrested illegally. And this is what we have to fight. We have to fight the corruption in this world. Because it's just gotten out of hand, y'all. You can clearly see it. I mean, I literally can't feel my fingers right now. She's been keeping me outside of the Sally Port for 30 minutes. We're sitting on 30 minutes now. She's just sitting here. She won't take me into the jail. It's an illegal arrest.
Pain compliance.
And there's not even PC. She hasn't got no PC. Or RAS whatsoever. Of crime. Literally got me on a secondary charge. Right after she's arresting me for literally what she told me I could do. She read me my rights and said I have a right to remain silent. But yet she's arresting me for it.
Dumb.
And this is what I be talking about. It's not about a crime. There ain't no crime. Nobody got hurt. It's about control. You do what we say.
Yep.
Even though she literally said, I'm asking you for your ID. Well, you can ask, but I don't have to give it, right? Well, I'm requesting. Well, yeah, you have to say that. That's why they train you to say you're asking and requesting, because they can never demand or command without a reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime being committed. We all know this. It's a Fourth Amendment violation. We know this. They just ruled on the 25th of last month, y'all. Or, excuse me, March. Y'all saw that. Y'all know what we just went through. So, I mean, it doesn't matter what you do. You can be polite, you can walk away. They're just going to continue to do what they do. Because they're thugs. They're the criminals.
Thugs.
I have brought no harm, but look who's bringing harm to me. For what? For me standing on my rights to hold my own phone? For me to stand on my rights to be quiet? And not get intruded by intimidation or fear? Or thugs who think they can just come up and bully people because they got guns and tasers? I mean, she literally grabbed me. And I could have literally fought her off because it's illegal. But I let her, bro. I let her. I let her have her force. I let her feel as though she had power over me. But that was only because these people are crazy, bro. They'll fucking pull out a gun and shoot you just for standing up on who you are and who you know and what is right. If you stand up for what is right, they kill you because you don't comply. I'm not dying here tonight, but I guarantee you there's a badge that's going to die tonight. There's a career that's going to die tonight. And it's all because we stand in truth, we stand in honor, we stand in integrity, we stand with morals, we stay with gratitude to the great Creator. And while she ridicules, and just like the last one that ridiculed me and mocked me, y'all know what's up. And I appreciate all of you who support me and everything that we do. Because without you, we wouldn't be where we're at today. And I thank you all. I really do. It's a blessing to get to sit here and be alive and talk in this aspect to you all. Again, I mean, it ain't even been 2 months, y'all. But it's such a blessing. Because we get to instill change yet again in another county, in another city, and another state. And just like all the rest, when the deposition comes, they don't act the same. And we get to show on camera who they truly, really are. They all doubt me. They see the sweats, they see the Nike, they see the hat, they see the old school car. And y'all know what it's for. We love it. All power is inherent. In who? In you.
Be the people.
I am you. We are us. And we are all a part of the great I am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, yeah, I'm finishing up the paperwork now. I'm outside. Sounds good. See you in a bit. Bye.
Bad don't grant extra rights.
Hey, we got to take a picture of this. Cameron's not is sitting still here. He's not bouncing around, moving.
Send this backseat video over to Here's the Deal when she said, "Here's the deal." He'll get a kick out of that.
So we're coming up to 30 minutes, if not more, sitting outside of the jail, just for her to write her report when she can write it clearly inside the jail while booking process. So again, she's effectuating more time, a de minimis amount of time, further to effectuate my release and bond, to articulate her own story and what she's actually supposed to do within the jail itself. It's against policy to not take me immediately into the jail or to magistrate as well.
Do you have a notice of liability filed with the city?
What have they been doing there the entire time? 30 minutes just sitting in one spot doing what? Just making the report out?
Looks like punishment.
Hi. What can I do for you? I think they get released from that door right behind you. So if you want to park in this parking lot right here, they should be able
She's
to
a violator. Don't listen to her. She violates people's rights.
You're very welcome. Have a good night.
Yeah, don't act like you nice. You're a violator of people's rights. Don't smile. You violate people's rights. Fucking fake, bro. People are so fucking fake. Oh, I can't wait to sue you. Come on, take me in.
I'm gonna go over your paperwork, okay? So
I have no paperwork because I have no contract. That's not me.
you're being cited for driving uninsured.
I'm not driving. I wasn't driving. I'm not driving.
Suspended violation level.
I'm not suspended.
So all three of those are violations.
I'm not suspended.
The court date is going to be.
I'm not suspended.
At the Salem.
It took her like over 30 minutes to make that report up. Wow.
Well, it makes sense because she's making things up, so it has to take them that long to come up with something. Because if it was actually a lawful stop, then it shouldn't take that long.
Most states have a rule that a traffic stop must be completed within 15 minutes, otherwise it's prolonged beyond what it needs to be done.
Well, she knows what was up. You're right. She took a long time because she had to articulate a reason. But I'm telling you, as soon as I got to the jail, they sat me there. I sat there overnight. The prosecutors came through and looked at it and said, "No, we can't do this," and immediately dropped the two charges that she brought forth on me. And then for the tickets violations, I just sent over a trial by affidavit and then filled out my affidavit, did my whole thing and sent that over. They sent me back the paperwork confirming that and that she is to respond. Well, that's not gonna go through, bro. And it's pushing out. I don't, yeah, we're doing it by mail. I don't have to show up. So they gonna let me know what they decide because, well, first off, they already dropped the initial charges on the DA side.
Working on
Now they're
that while
talking
I'm
about the municipal
listening
side.
to shit.
And then there's one left, which is the interference. They got me for an interference charge or something like that.
What charges got dropped? You said 2 got dropped.
Yeah, 2 already got dropped.
What about the whole driving charges? Did those get even filed?
Yeah, that's what I sent in for a trial by mail, trial by affidavit declaration. It's where you send in an affidavit and you let your record stand, and then the cop has to fill out an affidavit. Well, those charges have already been dropped. So I can amend my affidavit now showing that those charges have been dropped and place that now into the record. Also, well, I haven't worked on the transcript to this one yet because I'm working on the transcript from WSP because I got WSP I got to respond to and file an amended complaint within the next week.
Congratulations on getting those dropped, man. You make it look too easy. Like no big. Got those dropped.
I think you composed yourself really well, Cameron. I don't think you stepped out of character at all.
Yeah.
I think you were absolutely in your own right to do what you did and say what you needed to say.
Yeah.
Your First Amendment ends when violence comes out of your mouth.
Yeah.
You have the right to laugh and be loud. You weren't being derogatory or anything. So I honestly don't think there was any out of character about it.
Yeah.
You can't do threats of
Sorry,
violence. That's when your First Amendment ends.
Someone else was saying something too? Y'all kind of went over each other. I heard Daniel say something. I feel like I did.
Well, y'all have the right to be derogatory too.
Yeah, that's correct.
I mean, Cameron, I figured something out last night, or actually over the last few days. It hit me listening to one of these things about original jurisdiction. And so I've been practicing with myself constantly. And so far I can't seem to stump myself on a first appearance as it relates to role playing with the judges and the prosecution. I'd love to do a pitch back and forth and see how that works.
Okay, that'd be
Get
cool.
with Ty.
Telling you, man,
Get with Ty.
stops him and it incorporates what's his name did. What was the guy? I think he's a trucker.
And one Downing.
Like put it on the
trucker.
Put it on the
wait, trucker. Yeah, that's all Tanawa talk right there. Original jurisdiction, man.
Yep.
Yeah, that's that Tanawa talk. All right, this is my answer back from what you call it.
Washington's tape.
Yeah,
Please.
WSP. Entire screen. There we go. Yeah. No, I need this one. It's not gonna do it. View. Continuous. Yeah, this is my. What's up, big girl? Let me see. If I had to, you messed it up. So you tried to put in the bad passcode so many times it's not gonna work. So, yeah, you added her on that one.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, there it goes.
She just gave up.
It's this one. Look. Even Luna knows it. It's the same as Luna's. It's the same.
Okay.
Well, nice. This is cool. I'm glad you're watching that. Okay. Let's see. So yeah, the defendants, Washington State Patrol. State defendants in answer number 2, plaintiff amended complaint, deny each allegation therein to all references therefore, especially specifically admitted below. Paragraph 1 contains no allegations against defendants that they admit to or deny. The defendants admit that on March 5th, troopers stopped to check whether the driver believed to be plaintiff in this matter of a silver sedan parked along the shoulder of State Route 97 was in distress or needed assistance. Defendants further admit that the driver of the silver sedan exited the vehicle, appeared agitated. Okay, well, they added that because I never said. So they're conflating the admission, essentially.
Yep.
Appeared agitated and approached Trooper Schoenborn while making unintelligible speech. And if I was agitated, that don't matter. I have every right to be agitated. I said, hey man, you're not gonna violate my rights today, okay? I don't need your service. Okay, then boom, demanding on some kind of authority. Bro, just leave me alone. Move around, cuz. Defendants deny allegation, not expressly admitted. Contains no allegations against defendants, jurisdiction. Defendants admit, provide federal district courts original jurisdiction over actions described therein. Defendants further admit, plaintiff alleges constitutional and civil rights violations over which this court has jurisdiction. Defendants deny all allegations in this paragraph that are not expressly admitted. Defendants assert 28 U.S.C. 1367A does not abrogate their 11th Amendment sovereign immunity and deny the allegations in this paragraph. Defendants in 7 admit that Klickitat County within, and defendants deny allegations in this paragraph. I don't know what it's for. Okay, so I guess I gotta bring in the other one now, the other side. So what do? My mouse, I think my mouse is dying right now. Getting new batteries. ECWSP.
I have a question while you're looking for that, Cam.
What's up, G?
Do you save your parables for overleaf?
Do I save what?
Do you save like your coding, your preambles for overleaf, like your starting of your documents?
Well, yeah. All documents are in my overleaf. I got like over 1,200 projects.
Right. So what I mean is like the starting of your documents for like when you do court documents, you have that coding. Do you have a separate spot that you put the codings to use it for another document, or do you just let it generate it on its own every time?
Normally it generates on its own every time because I have a stock document that I present as a template.
Okay.
Okay. So 8, 9, 10. Parties, 9. Trooper Schoenborn. Okay, yep. Jurisdiction, venue, factual allegations. Defendants admit, Department of State.
What's your minute rate filed with your notice of liability for the city?
I don't know. I'd have to review that. But I don't think it's about a minute. All right. So parties, factual allegations, 14. 15. I was parked on the side of the road. 15. Defendants lack knowledge and information sufficient to form a belief about the truth of the averments in this paragraph and therefore deny. So 15 was lawfully parked on the side of the road. I'm saying I'm parked on the side of the road and y'all deny. You lack information sufficient to form a belief about the truth of me saying that I was parked on the side of the road. That's how y'all gonna play it? Okay, right off the bat. 16, plaintiff had parked his vehicle in a safe manner, turned off engine, and temporarily exited his vehicle. 16, defendants lack knowledge and information sufficient. They deny again. 17, upon returning to his vehicle, plaintiff remained parked with engine off and keys in his pocket. Plaintiff intended to make several phone calls before driving through area known to have no cellular service. 17, they don't know, they deny. 18, while plaintiff was lawfully sitting in his parked vehicle, defendant Trooper Schoenborn pulled his patrol vehicle behind plaintiff's car. 18, defendants admit Trooper Schoenborn stopped to check whether the driver believed to be plaintiff in this matter of a silver sedan parked along was in distress or needed assistance. Okay. Defendants admit. 19, upon observing the patrol in the driver's side mirror, plaintiff exited his vehicle, closed and locked the door, and took 2 steps forward. 19, it came to a complete stop behind the silver. The driver exited the vehicle and approached Trooper Schoenborn while making unintelligible speech. Or yeah, 20. Defendant Schomburn then activated his emergency lights, remained in his patrol vehicle, and shook his head no while pointing toward plaintiff. Defendants admit that Trooper Schomburn activated his emergency equipment and directed the person through gestures to stop advancing towards him. Nigga, go away if you're that scary, bro. Like, are you serious? You want to stop on the side of the road and you want to be bothering me, but I can't come up and talk to you when you bother me? That is the most craziest thing. So I'm supposed to just allow you to get behind me and just be like waiting for you to just dictate everything? Or can I dictate and self-govern myself in the way that I communicate with you? You pulled up behind me. I know I haven't done anything wrong. I'm coming up to say hello. You're not going to violate my rights. I want you to leave me alone. Straight up. And you want to come here and then be like, no, you're going to do what I say. Bro, that's not how this goes.
No. You're a servant.
It's so weird, bro. Everywhere. It's weird. It literally, that's what I say. It is not about crime. It is about control. There's nothing that they are doing that is safety. You're literally using an excuse of abuse for a license plate. That is the definition of psychopath. What kind of psychosis can the state, David, and Hovinghoff believe in their mind? That some regulation, such as a license plate, gives you authority to abuse another person.
It's extortion and racketeering.
It is the most thuggish shit I've ever seen, bro. Morally, how does that make sense, bro?
Legal mob.
Is this the lady that you're talking about in the, is the gender matter in the wording of the complaint? He drove his versus the lady.
Nah, this is for my WSP. See, you're getting confused. That's how many lawsuits I have.
Thank you.
Oh,
I did.
Ouch. So, no, yeah, we got Ridgefield. That was 2 years ago, where the chief came out on site. Okay, you may have seen this video, you may not, but I called the police. I was like, hey, get your cops out here. They're harassing me. Get them off of here. She came out there with the lieutenant and said, wrap it up, boys. Get on out of here and leave them alone, right? Well, the next day, those cops were so mad that I made them tuck their tail between their legs. They called my place of employment to try and get me fired, bro. You can't do that. That's harassment. Not only did you harass me on the road, talking about you gonna give us whatever we want, whatever the fuck I say so, boy, this is our town. You know, then you call my place of employment, or the place that I have a contract with as far as consulting is concerned, because I was wearing their shirt. Are you kidding me? That is insanity, bro. So I got them I ain't even filed on yet. I got one with Hood River right now. I got another one with WSP. And then the lady cops over in Salem. That's 4 right off the bat. I got another one I could pursue with Southwest Airlines that I got on the back burner. I got another one with Croc Coatings that I got sitting on the back burner. I got another one right now hitting over my attorney Greg on a dog bite right now. It's like, I'm all over. I'm spread too thin. Then I got everybody else here right now. Then I got Austin Griffin coming up on depositions on Monday. I got to file a mini complaint here coming up really, really soon. I got on the 13th, Salem's coming up with this shit that we got to deal with. But if y'all wanted to see something cool with Salem, I'll show y'all something with that we just developed. Man, I got to get new batteries for my mouse. It's tripping.
Okay, good, because I kind of think I need to interrupt anyways and to give some clarity to someone who's talking about threats. And a threat is a type of an assault, because a battery is the physical touching and harming another. Assault is, yeah, except in Texas. Some states consider assault and battery the same thing, but if you look at the federal rules, they separate them out. Assault is the verbal threat to do some harm, and battery is the physical touching of doing the harm. Even if it's just grabbing your arm unwanted, that is considered a battery. Now,
battery.
those all,
touch.
yes. Battery is where it involves touch. Assault is where it's just the verbal threat, generally. Some jurisdictions are slightly different. Now, to meet those elements.
Alira, my point is, a court can make a determination whatever they want on whatever they want. That's what I'm trying to get at.
That's not true. There are rules that we have to force them to follow. And one of the rules is that every cause of action, assault, battery, harassment, all of those different causes of actions that you bring a claim forward for, they have elements, essential elements that must be met in order to meet them. Some of them, when it comes to threat, are that someone threatened to do harm to you. They also have to prove that that person had the ability to follow through with it, and that there was actually a real fear against your life. You actually felt endangered.
You're speaking of elements, and we're sitting here talking about traffic infractions being treated as crimes. So you're saying element. I get what you're saying. What I'm getting at is, if we allow courts to take whatever they want and say, well, we can reasonably think that Alira can hit me in the mouth, and we can arrest her because she made the threat of hitting Steve in the mouth. I'm just getting.
Well, I would destroy that immediately, because I'm nowhere even near you. I don't have the ability to follow through with it. So even if I said it, it has no standing in court because it does not meet the elements to actually follow through. So
No,
that's what I'm trying to get at, is that we have to force them to prove all of the essential elements in order to meet these charges. And that's what people aren't doing, is they're not forcing them to prove their claim before following through with things. They're just making the claim and people are going and bowing to it.
Yeah,
we
well,
have
that's
to stand
cool.
up.
That's
and
cool
push
that
it.
you're saying that, because that actually falls in line with the recent filings that I just put in on Salem. So it's like this one right here, I put in three. I put in three into the record. And one of these, I think, or maybe all of them, are in conjunction with what I had already had been developing. But then I think I brought in some things that Troy ended up finding too. And so this one is a motion to dismiss for defective information, for failure to state an offense. Now you'll notice I'm not coming in with a notice and demand. I'm not coming in and really doing too much on the challenging of jurisdiction. I'm just coming in and going to be arguing the aspects of what I want to argue. And you're about to see that. So the preliminary statement in jurisdictional, well, I guess a jurisdictional challenge on the initial, is a special appearance, and this is just placeholder though for everything that we do. Defendant appears specially and not generally for limited purposes of challenging the legal sufficiency of the information and does not waive any jurisdictional defects, constitutional violations, or other defenses. This special appearance is made under protest and reservation of all created or endowed rights, including but not limited to rights secured by the 4th, 5th, 6th, 1st, 4th, 5th, 6th, 9th, 10th, and 14th Amendments to the Constitution of the United States and corresponding provisions of the Oregon Constitution. See how I'm playing even within their realm? See how I'm doing it? I'm playing even within their realm, y'all. You ain't got to do, you can do it however you want, but I'm playing within their realm. I'm coming through with it because I know creator and endowed rights frameworks works. So the rights asserted herein derive not from the governmental grant, y'all out here thinking that you got, but from the defendant's inherent dignity and sovereignty as an individual endowed by his creator and unalienable rights. Factual background: the alleged incident with the Fresco, whatever her name is. Defendant exercises fundamental rights, constitutional rights, including but not limited to the right to remain silent, the right to be free from unreasonable searches, the right to refuse provide identification, the right to question the lawful basis of the detention, the right to assert constitutional protections and legal defenses, absent unlawful conduct. At no time did defendant engage in any conduct that could be lawfully constitute interference with Officer DeFresco's duties. Defendant actions were limited to the exercise of well-established constitutional rights and did not involve any physical obstruction, violence, threats, or unlawful conduct. The defective information, charging language. The information filed herein charges the defendant with violating, interfering with the peace officer, and alleges, count one, the defendant on or about in Marion County did unlawfully now, and knowingly act in a manner that prevented Officer DeFresco, a person known by defendant to be a peace officer, which it doesn't seem she was being a peace officer. Her actions were not displaying of what a peace officer would do. She's not keeping the peace. There was no peace to be made. You actually disturbed the peace. Shout out to Ludacris. From performing the officer's lawful duties with regard to a criminal investigation. The legal sufficiency. This charging language is sufficiently insufficient to state an offense under for multiple reasons. Failure to allege specific unlawful conduct. The information fails to allege any specific facts showing what conduct defendant allegedly engaged in that constituted interference. The conclusory allegation that defendant acted, quote, acted in a manner that prevented the officer from performing duties is legally insufficient without factual specificity. Uh-oh. We need what? What do we need? What do we need? What do we need? Somebody. Come on.
Specificity.
Factual specificity. You better come with some facts. Don't just come with some allegations, bruh. 2, failure to distinguish constitutional rights exercised from criminal conduct. The information fails to allege any conduct that goes beyond the exercise of constitutional rights. Thank you. What I've done is constitutionally valid. You're trying to twist it and turn it around. Standing on one's constitutional rights cannot constitute criminal interference with a peace officer. I'm standing on what I know to be true. 3, failure to allege lawful duties. The information that they have given me, somewhere in this pile over here, fails to adequately allege Officer DeFresco was engaged in lawful duties at the time of the alleged interference. Okay? The charges were dropped. The initial charges that were brought forth against me for her claims were dropped. So can you allow me to understand how anything that she did was even lawful? The mere assertion of a criminal investigation, when there's no crime, is insufficient without factual allegations. Give me the facts supporting the lawfulness of the officer's conduct. Statutory analysis. Elements of interfering with a peace officer. A person commits a crime of interfering with a peace officer if the person knowingly refuses to obey a lawful order by a peace officer. Now look at all the elements. We were over in Eddie Craig's a week or two ago, and he was talking about how many different points can you find here to staple within a statute, you know? And I heard Doug in there guessing. I think I may have even heard Zach in there guessing a couple times. But, you know, a person commits a crime of interfering with a peace officer if the person knowingly, that's 1, refuses, that's 2, to obey a lawful order, that's 3, by a peace officer, that's 4, because if the officer is not bringing peace to another, they can't be put in the place of a peace officer.
I.e., if there's no breach of peace, then they're not doing anything to protect any kind of peace.
Exactly. So you see how many elements are falling in. Or knowingly resists a peace officer in making an arrest.
I like how they didn't put lawful right there.
Yeah, it's all right. A lot of other elements need to be made as well. Requirement elements. To establish a violation, the prosecution must prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant knowingly refused to obey a lawful order by a peace officer, or the defendant knowingly resisted a peace officer in making an arrest. 3, the officer was acting in his or her official capacity as a peace officer. See, the order was lawful. The arrest was lawful. Deficiencies in the information. The information fails to satisfy these statutory requirements in multiple respects. Failure to specify theory of prosecution. The information does not specify whether the prosecution proceeds under subsection 1, refusing to obey a lawful order, or subsection 2, resisting arrest. This ambiguity violates due process requirements for notice of charges. Failure to allege specific lawful order. If proceeding under subsection 1, the information fails to allege any specific lawful order that defendant allegedly refused to obey, the prosecution cannot rely on conclusory allegations without factual specificity. Failure to allege lawful arrest. If proceeding under 2, pretty much the same thing. First Amendment protections, we're bringing in that bad boy. Fourth Amendment protections, 5th, due process requirements, case law supporting dismissal, State versus Backstrand. And Backstrand, the Oregon Supreme Court emphasized that interference statutes cannot be applied to criminalize constitutionally protected conduct. The court noted that, quote, the exercise of constitutional rights cannot constitute criminal interference with police duties, unquote. Thank you, 2013. State versus Osmus, Oregon, 2004. The Supreme Court in Osmus held that interference charges must be based on conduct that goes beyond the exercise of constitutional rights. The court emphasized that, quote, mere verbal challenges to police authority, unquote, do not constitute criminal interference. Thank you, Bing Bong. Federal Circuit Court Authority, Duran versus, oh, go ahead. Somebody want to say something?
No, I was repeating you.
I do.
What's up?
You didn't refuse to give a driver's license because you don't have a driver's license, because you're a traveler.
Correct. Good point. And that's a good thing to say, because yeah, they were just asking. And they're just asking. They can't demand, they can ask, right? I'm the sovereign, I'm free, there's no crime. The Ninth Circuit held that individuals cannot be arrested for merely exercising the constitutional rights during police encounters. The court emphasized that interference statutes cannot be used to criminalize protected constitutional activity. Norwell versus City. The Sixth Circuit ruled that, quote, the exercise of the First Amendment rights, including verbal challenges to police conduct, cannot constitute criminal interference, unquote. The court noted that such application would violate both First Amendment and due process. Burden shifting doctrine, State versus Prohuskar analysis. Under State versus Paruskar, when a defendant raises constitutional challenges to police conduct, the burden shifts to the prosecution to prove the lawfulness of the officer's actions. This burden-shifting doctrine applies to interference charges because the prosecution must establish that the officer was engaged in lawful duties. Application to present case. In the present case, defendant challenges the lawfulness of Officer DeFresco's conduct during the encounter. Under Peruskar, the prosecution bears the burden of proving that Officer DeFresco's actions were lawful and that any orders given were within her lawful authority. The information fails to allege facts sufficient to meet this burden, making it legally insufficient to support a conviction under ORS. This one's cool. I like Levinson. So the Levinson precedent application. Levinson versus State of Wyoming. In 2022, the Wyoming Supreme Court held that when police officers violate traffic laws or engage in unlawful conduct that creates circumstances for enforcement action, all evidence obtained as a result must be suppressed. This is a good case right here. If you're not aware of this case, it's a great read, man. Just go find it. It's Levinson versus State of Wyoming, 2022. You should be able to find the docket on it and grab it. I know it's somewhere, but I'm not trying to go crazy. Actually, I can. I think I actually bookmarked it. But this is a great read. It really, hold on, baby. Wyoming. Where did I save it? This one? Yeah, I do got it.
No. Miranda versus Arizona came to mind. When rights are involved, there could be no legislation or rulemaking to abrogate them.
You can come down here, and it should be down somewhere. A final record outgoing notice. You should be able to just click around in here. Oh, the order right here for opinion order final. And you get in there and read it. You'll see what's going on. Dude had 42 pounds of marijuana, bro, in his truck, and he wasn't violating no traffic laws. And the cops supposedly had a hunch. They probably were tagging this dude and waiting for him for a while or something, you know. And yeah, he kept going, and then they sped up doing 100 and some miles an hour to catch up to him and tail his ass to make him get closer to the person in front of them. And then he pulled him over because he said he was too close to the car in front of him. So the dude goes and takes a guilty on the lower level courts, secures his right to appeal. He takes it to the appeal, and they reverse the whole charge because the reasoning is because the cops sped up to catch him, doing 111 without no crime. See how this works?
Him tagged. They either had him tagged or an informant was informing on him.
Craziness.
The princess.
Okay, so we've got, yeah, that's the Wyoming one. Okay, so that's Levinson versus State of Wyoming. Now we've got the relevance to interference charges. The Levinson precedent is directly relevant to interference charges because it establishes that lawful conduct, police conduct, cannot serve as the basis for criminal charges against citizens. DeFresco engaged in unlawful conduct during the encounter. Any resulting interference charge must be dismissed. The factual parallels. The circumstances of defendant's case parallel those in Levinson, where the officer's conduct in positioning her vehicle and pursuing the defendant may have violated traffic laws and created the circumstances for the alleged violation. Then you got the void for vagueness doctrine. The due process clause prohibits enforcement of criminal statutes that are unconstitutionally vague. A statute is void for vagueness if it fails to provide a person of ordinary intelligence fair notice of what is prohibited, or if it encourages arbitrary and discriminatory enforcement. Grange versus City of Rockland. How I would utilize that is I would come in and be like, you know, I stood up my constitutional rights and you're discriminating against me as though I am not aware of those rights, as though I am ignorant of those sacred liberties that I have. The Constitution ain't nothing from me, bro. To be honest with you, it's cool to reference it, but it ain't got nothing to do with me, bro. It's all on them. That's the bounds they have to abide by. I don't know what they talking about. You know what I'm talking about? That ain't got nothing to do with me, bro.
Yeah.
That's them. That's their that's their constitution. Like that's what they're bound to abide by. That's their biggest rule book, bro. It ain't got nothing to do with me. It's what they must give me, though. If you want that,
Constitution doesn't apply to we the people.
Man, I'm beyond all that. What you talking about? What are you talking about? We are beyond all of that. The application, as applied to defendant's conduct, is unconstitutionally vague because it fails to provide fair notice of what conduct constitutes criminal interference, when that conduct constitutes solely of exercising constitutional rights. The statute's vagueness is particularly problematic when applied to First Amendment activity as it creates a chilling effect on the protected speech and expression. Prosecutorial burden now and pleading requirements. Bring it forth. Specificity requirements. I want them. I want specificity. Oregon law requires that criminal informations contain sufficient factual allegations to appraise the defendant of the nature of the charges and to enable preparation of a defense. You hear that? I need the nature of the charges. Don't just give me this information that you're printing off and it says Cameron Wilson in all caps. That ain't my name, first off. And I'll get to challenging more of it in our next one on August the 13th. No worries. I got it. The deficiencies in present information, the information herein fails to meet these specificity requirements because it fails to allege specific conduct constituting interference. It fails to distinguish constitutional rights exercised from criminal conduct. It fails to allege facts supporting the lawfulness of Officer DeFresco's duties. Uses conclusory language without factual specificity. Then we got all of our relief requested. All right. So we'll back out of this one. This was one that I just submitted in conjunction of looks like a trifecta that I sent in. Because then I have a supplemental motion to dismiss information based on invalid statute due to improper legislative codification. Now, my boy Troy ended up finding this in relation to the statute and a note. It was in a fucking note, bro. At the very bottom in a footnote, okay? This is how badass this is, okay? We found it in a footnote, bro. So comes now, me, of course, preliminary statement and jurisdictional challenges, special appearance and reservation of rights, as always. The nature of this motion, this is a supplemental motion to dismiss, is filed in addition to the defendant's previously filed for failure to state an offense. This motion presents a separate and independent ground for dismissal based on the fundamental invalidity. Oh my God. Invalidity. Oh, I hate it. Due to improper legislative codification, creator endowed rights framework, and then factual background. So the defendant's charge, discovery of legislative defect. Here we go. Okay. So upon examination of the complete text of ORS 162.247, stop on you. Defendant discovered a critical note that reveals a fundamental defect in the statute's codification. Oh, we found a defect in the statute? Troy, are you still in here, bro? Troy, are you here, bro? He's gone. The note states, note, 162.247 was enacted into law by legislative assembly, but was not added to or made part of ORS Chapter 162 or any series therein by legislative action. Legal significance of the note. This note reveals that while the Oregon Legislative Assembly may have enacted some version of this statute, it was never properly added to or made part of the Oregon Revised Statutes through proper legislative action. This represents a fundamental defect in the statute's validity and legal authority. What's up, Wesley?
Hey, you know that that note you have down there at the bottom, and it's in a box? The note you just read from Troy.
Well, it doesn't come from Troy. It comes from the ORS.
Yeah. But he helped you find it, right?
Yeah, for sure. Troy did.
So you have that in a box. Take it out of the box. Does anything in the box? anything in a box on a contract does not appear. It's like not even there. It's not visible.
This ain't a,
That's the way that.
this ain't a
That's the way they
contract,
look
bro.
at that.
Yeah, but this ain't a contract. This ain't a contract.
Okay.
Yeah. So this note reveals that while the Oregon Legislative Assembly may have enacted some, okay, yep. Okay, babe. Daddy reading right now. Daddy reading right now. Daddy reading. Daddy reading. Legal argument. Invalid statute. The separation of powers violation. The Oregon Constitution establishes a separation of powers between the legislative, executive, and the judicial branches. Article 3, Section 1 of the Oregon Constitution provides that the powers of government are divided into 3 separate departments. We know that. So, constitutional requirements for criminal law, breaking that down, the defect. The note accompanying ORS reveals that the statute fails to meet these constitutional requirements. Specifically, the statute was not added or made part of ORS 162 in a series therein by legislative action. The inclusion of the statute in the ORS statute appears to be administrative rather than legislative. Whoa! Did we just find a complete hack in Oregon? Here, I gotta let you down. I gotta really focus on this one. Did we just find a complete hack in the Oregon law as far as these prosecutors bringing forth a statute that is under an administrative kind of like enactment rather than actually being enacted through true required legislative action? This is wild. Oh, excuse me, babe. This is wild. Is it not wild or not? That means a lot of these people out here getting these interference charges are not supposed to be because it has never been put into place properly through legislative action. Pretty wild.
How many other ORSs are that way?
Oh, you know?
That way. It's just like when they don't put stuff into the congressional record, the overall joint congressional published record, same thing or similar, shall I say. I bet you do it state.
So because of that, now we get to go deeper. Due process violation. You messed up there. Fair notice requirement. You didn't let me know. Citizens have a right to rely on properly enacted and codified criminal statutes. When a statute is improperly codified or lacks proper legislative authority, it fails to provide fair notice required by due process. The note accompanying it puts citizens on notice that the statute may not be validly part of Oregon law. This uncertainty violates due process requirement that criminal laws provide clear and definitive notice of prohibited conduct. You see how easy my August 13th court hearing about to be? Y'all want to start talking about it? Let's talk. Procedural due process, okay? Rule of law violation. The rule of law requires that government officials, including prosecutors in court, operate within the bounds of the validity enacted law. Prosecution under an invalidly codified statute violates the rule of law by exceeding the bounds of governmental authority, rule, lenity. The note accompanying suggests that the prosecution lacks proper legal authority to bring charges under the statute. The proceeding with the prosecution, despite this fundamental defects, violates the rule of law principle that government must operate within the bounds of valid legal authority. Got a constitutional analysis on their ass, case law supporting dismissal, separation of powers like we just did. But as applied constitutional challenge, relief requested. Go ahead and grant what I'm asking. So I brought that in as far as a defect as supplemental to another, trifecta. And then what we hit on this one. This one is for legal memorandum in support of the motion to dismiss defective information for failure to state an offense. This one's a 19-pager. Core legal injuries, comprehensive statutory analysis. Memorandum, essential elements of them. The state requires the defendant knowingly. Yep, so I'm coming in really deep on this defective information memorandum. So I gave over the motion, and then I gave a memorandum to support that request due to the fact that it's pretty plain and clear that you can come through and explain all this. The chilling effect on protected activity, allowing interference charges based on the exercise of First Amendment rights would create an impermissible chilling effect on protected constitutional activity. Citizens would be deterred from asserting their rights from fear of criminal prosecution, effectively nullifying constitutional protections in the first place. So the Supreme Court has consistently held that the laws that chill exercise of First Amendment rights are subject to strict scrutiny that are presumptively unconstitutional. I have a right to refuse an unlawful demand, request, command. I have a duty, actually, to do that. Because if I don't, the person's just going to keep rim-rodding the next person over and over and over and over again. It will never stop. There has to be people who stand in place for our pillars of our society. We are the pillars of our society. We are the pillars of America. Fourth Amendment protections and police encounters. The Fourth Amendment protects, of course, the right to refuse consent. The Supreme Court has consistently held that individuals have the right to refuse consent to searches, and such refusal cannot be used as evidence of criminal activity. You can't go and, I refuse to give you my information. So you then go and plot away by, you muted your microphone, you turned off your body camera. You mute your body camera to plot, hey, we can get this towed, and then we can search his vehicle if you go and solicit a tow. I mean, it's on private property, he knows that, but you can solicit and see if they want a tow. So you illegally go and plot by turning off your body cam. Why wasn't your body cam consistent? Why are there cuts in the body camera? What did you cut off? Why did you turn off your body camera? There's total cuts. Why isn't it just running like everybody else, full-fledged, all the way to the jail until you're done? I literally don't just have one piece. There's cuts all over. They know they're screwed, bro.
Yeah, that's a felony for destruction of evidence.
This right would be meaningless if exercising it could result in criminal charges for interference with police duties. The Fourth Amendment requires that citizens be free to refuse consent without fear of criminal prosecution. The right to question detention. Citizens have a right to question the basis for the police detention and seek clarification of their legal status during the police encounters. This right includes the ability to ask whether one is free to leave, the question for the basis for detention, and to assert that detention lacks reasonable suspicion or probable cause. I have my own self-governance. I can understand. Listen, I know I ain't hurt nobody, so leave me alone. Period. I don't care how much you would like to engage with me and tell me that I'm wrong. You cannot impose your authority upon me. It will not happen. You will never have me succumb. I just want you. Listen. I just want all of you to really know from the bottom of my heart, I will never succumb to your authority. Supposed authority. Ever.
Mm-hmm.
Cam, where's that document you were just going from?
Ever. I will never, ever succumb to your authority because you have none. Okay? So, what I'm reading from, I'll give y'all here in a second, but it's my document this is a legal memorandum that I sent over in my Salem case with this lady right here. Again, they've dropped all initial charges. They've sent over discovery. You're seeing that with some paperwork. They're horrible.
Is it already in your channel or not yet?
Oh, no, I ain't scanned or nothing yet. That would take a long time. But the offer sheet is right here now that they see what I'm filing. So when they sent this off last week, yeah, the offer, what do I need to do? Pull this over here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't do it like that. Take this down. Bring this
Don't hide that, Doug. Pass it.
the offer.
I'm at work, dude.
Right, so here's
Smoking a
the
cigarette.
offer worksheet, right? So the offer worksheet, we come down here and you see the fees, and they're saying they want to give me a fee of $100 to drop the whole case if I just plead guilty to the charges of, where is this at? Whatever area y'all see is on here, interference, right? So that's all that's left. Terms of plea offer. Acceptance of this offer is contingent upon waiver. The court must reinstate or dismiss counts, whatever. Standard of all cases, whatever, dude. Y'all bring forth whatever y'all want. I'm not taking shit. The ticket, arrest report. Okay, so the arrest report is for, they arrested me resisting arrest, disorderly conduct. Resisting arrest, disorderly conduct. Yep. And failure to carry and present license. Yep. That's what she arrested me for. And both of those charges were dropped, by the way, immediately, like 9 a.m. in the morning. I was let go. They dropped those and then just gave me the interference and told me to come. What's weird is that my vehicle description comes in as Progressive Universal Insurance Company. Wow, don't know why. That's cool. In their system. But they just giving me incident details. They not giving me everything. I mean, it's just incident details. Oh, yeah, it ain't really too much, bro. Here's the information. Very insufficient. The original charges: failure to carry and present a driver's license and resisting arrest. Charge details.
Cameron, what happened at the hearing when they dismissed the charges? How'd you do that?
I never went to a hearing.
Or they dropped him?
The DA dropped him immediately that morning. They saw that.
How'd you do that? What'd you do?
I didn't do anything. The DA looked at it in the morning when they do their arraignments, and they said they're not pursuing the charges she brought forward.
You didn't even go into court?
No, I was in the jail, and they said, "Oh, they are no prosecuting those, and they're just gonna move forward with an interference."
When you said what is it?
What do you mean? What is it?
The video or her body cam or
the report? It seems like. Here, let me show you.
Yeah.
So that's likely due to the fact that they know who you are, that they did that?
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
Why would they just drop those charges?
Okay, this is in the jail because they're not valid charges. They read her report, they reviewed it, and they said these are not valid charges.
But they don't normally do
that. DAs do if they don't have valid charges.
Let's see the charges.
If they trump up the charges, people get their shit dropped all the time. All right, so this was my order for release, right? And come on, Zoom, do it right. Come on. Okay, this is my order for release, right? You see the charge that says interference? So they dropped the other ones and they made me sign this one to get out, okay? And it says interference. So they dropped the other ones and then they brought the interference. But when I first got in that bad boy, again, you'll see the charges on this one are completely different. They just immediately dropped these because there was no true probable cause. She's got a probable cause statement, but it's not true probable cause. Failure to identify, there must be a crime, and the DA knows that.
If those charges were dropped, how do they charge you with interference or something that didn't exist?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. That's why they're offering me a plea deal too of $100. They ain't got nothing. They're trying to hold on to something because their officer fucked up and the city's gonna get cost. They've already gotten noted. The whole city knows what's going on. Okay. The city attorneys have gotten information. The chief knows what's going on. Everybody knows what's going on. They've all got notices from me. They've all replied. They all know what's going on. Okay. They've been known since week 1 after this happened.
If they all know it, do they all have lost qualified immunity?
They will lose all qualified immunity. They're gonna lose it. Yep, that's how this goes, bro. Yeah, 13th's coming up. I'll develop something soon for them, but I'm not even gonna subpoena her. I'm gonna call out. My mic stop working. Let me see. I'm gonna end up calling out homegirl pretty heavy, bro. The prosecutor right now, because she's a young prosecutor, I can tell she's just following the lead of somebody else. And when we get in there and start arguing, I'm gonna go ham on the 13th down there, bro. I can't wait to get down in that thing. This one's gonna be strong. So, yeah, be cooling on that one. For the past couple days, I'm sorry I've been kind of distant, bro. I've just been I gotta get myself back together, my health right, you know what I'm saying, and my structure and my peace and my happiness. I've been just being overwhelmed with so many requests, man, that you kind of break down because there's just so much pressure, and that builds like anxiety. It's like always being needed so much when you were never needed that much, and it's just a lot. It's a lot, no cap. Maybe I've opened up my plate too much, but I just want y'all to remember, just give me some time to recoup, and remember I've got deadlines too, I've got deadlines too. There will be days where I just don't want to work on anybody else's stuff because I need to really hone in to where I need to be to formulate what I need to formulate. I got big lawsuits, y'all. And I need y'all to understand that I'm not doing this just for myself. I'm doing it for everybody so that I can at least show what needs to be done and so that you don't make the mistakes that I'm making, because I'm making some. And that is okay too. There's always a remedy for a mistake. It's all about good faith and how you're operating. So everybody always wants to be perfect and know it all. There's too much law to know it all. We all work together as one to know different types and bodies of law. And that's what makes us so powerful as this unique Wisedome is, this mastermind that we've created. And yeah, I think we should do like some, chit chat, question answers, and updates, start moving into just like togetherness. I've done enough on Salem.
Yeah, how about I woke up a criminal this morning because of Trump's executive order for homelessness.
Well, anything that's applied that's unconstitutional is null and void. So just act like you know that, because it's all ab initio, baby.
Right.
Hey, Cam, I want to thank you for what you did, and just it's just an example of you did some heavy lifting, and there was some other little things that needed to be done, and we carried on without you and let you go forward. And I'm going in Monday with a good document that I can hand to the DA and the judge, and hopefully get that dismissal motion accepted and walk out a free man and go about my pursuit of happiness.
Well, let's say this. Let's be always optimistic, but also prepared. So if it doesn't go like you want, are you going to stand on it? Are you going to accept it? Or are you going to roll through and go through the process that's guaranteed to you?
Oh, I'm going to stick my chin up and stand on my rights and know I did nothing to harm anybody and did have no intent to harm anybody, and there was no law or statute broken, and I'm going to follow it all the way to the Supreme Court if I need to.
Okay, watch out. See, you prepared to go the long route, huh?
I am.
Yeah. That's what people don't understand. Take it up. I think what's pretty cool is I know that Alira and the are people
but I'm going to kick it up to the big brother
if you have to. But what's crazy is that like Alira and the basic procedures group, you know what I'm saying? What the jurisdiction group, is the aspect that they go into a lot of the finer details too on certain topics. And some of those things are very beneficial, and I know they're going to get into them pretty heavily, and I hope people are paying attention to that, because Alira is really getting into the nitty gritty on those. And that's pretty cool to see. We're all over the place. And as I'm all over the place, it kind of makes me disorganized a little bit. But I'm going to try and structure a little bit more as I'm coming into this week. I think I'm going to start pulling back. I've been opening up too much of my time during the days. Maybe I'll start a little bit earlier at like 8 and stop at somewhere maybe like 2, rather than going to like 4:30, 5:30, which ends up turning into 9:30, 10, 11,
I'm going to take a day off on that, what is it, 13th, and just sit in court as a
you should come.
Moral support for you.
Yeah, that'd be dope, bro. And it's going to be in the courthouse downtown this time, so not at the jail. They finally got me up out of the jailhouse courtroom. I'm pretty excited about that, because I'm arguing constitutional, and I'm not going to give up, nor am I going to concede. So let's just move it on up to a bigger
count in there for you on the 13th.
Yeah, 13th, Papa. Let's do it. All right, I'm down. Yeah. All right. So then, what everybody else got going on? Update me, y'all. Y'all talk to me now. How's y'all's week been? What y'all working? What's been moving? What's been shaking? Sean, you had an update. I saw something going on, right? Like, what's popping off? Oh, nothing, huh?
I just filed a reply to a response regarding a motion to dismiss their counterclaim against me regarding my civil suit against my property manager. So we'll see. I think I'm going to do, if the judge does not grant the motion to dismiss their counterclaim, I think I'm going to take it up to the appeals court with an interlocutory.
Okay, I'm going to go over the interlocutory. Ty, what's going on with you?
Well, am I unmuted? Yeah. I filed my notice of claim about 10 days ago.
Okay.
And I still have not done discovery, so I'm thinking I need to get that in pretty quick.
Okay.
Or I don't know, maybe I should give them a couple weeks, see if they're going to reply, and then hit them with discovery, because that will kind of put a fire under them.
A discovery, or
Or
even
you-
like a notice of like an evidence preservation hold, like for litigation.
That was in the notice of claim.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but I haven't done a discovery for the body cams and all that. I did one a while back, but nobody replied to it, so I need to do it certified mail. Do one a little bit better.
Okay.
So,
Do you think they're
your
going to
thoughts
still
on?
have that information? I'm just wondering if they're still going to have that on file.
Yeah, it's been over a year.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to have that, bro.
Okay. So
Yeah, they like to get rid of any evidence that incriminates them pretty quickly.
So, I asked for it before the year was up, and they didn't respond, but I didn't do a certified mail or anything.
But do you have any kind of record showing, like any tracking number at all, or anything?
No.
Damn. Yeah, that's tough. Womp 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 womp. Looking ass. But you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
So, I mean, without that discovery, what do I got? I mean, I have the dismissal of the charges.
Well, I'm sure they're gonna have police reports and stuff still in there. They just may not have the body cams, and audio cams because they're such large files. But they're still gonna have all those police reports. Those are definitely police reports are not that big as far as storage.
So I still need to do my request for that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I would.
So that's where that's at.
Yeah, police reports are always gonna stick around, bro.
And then I don't want to let my other case go too long. The one in the park where they just, slapped handcuffs on
Oh
me.
yeah, you do need to start some on that ASAP over there. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I guess, notice claim on that one is what I need to get going on.
I guess I need to again keep saying this, but I need to find an excuse to come up that way. Then you ain't that far from me.
Well, that's an excuse.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Gotta find an excuse.
Damn. To piggyback off of Ty, I was going over the notice and demand for the evidence.
Yeah.
With like the CHP and getting ready to send the email over for the formal complaint, like for the internal affairs investigation and all that.
Administrative
and
process.
I noticed that what was referenced in there was the code, the government code for that Governmental Tort Claims Act.
Mm-hmm.
And it basically said that if you have a claim for personal injury, it's got to be done within 6 months. And I'm coming up to the year mark.
Ooh.
And what I saw was that I have to, what I saw was that I have to request for an application. Say it again.
You can't hit for a state tort no more then.
So, like, as far as pursuing the internal affairs investigation with,
you just go federal.
That's federal.
All. Yeah, you just go federal. Just go district court. That's all.
Why is that? Because it's been over a year.
So
it's been over 6 months. If you want to bring forth a state tort claim, you got to bring it within 6 months. Some states I think are a little bit longer.
So what I saw in there, what I saw in there was that you can file for an application to file a late claim, and even if they deny it, you can pursue the Superior Court for an application basically to be exempted from that. So I was going to do that as a last ditch effort after I did the notice and demand to see what they sent me as far as the body cam footage, any other relevant stuff they have. And that's what I was kind of in fear of.
Well, that last ditch effort must meet all the requirements. So as long as we're meeting all the elements and the requirements that they're requesting, then that's cool. We just got to figure out those requirements because I've never done one of those before. So that's interesting. That's really good fun, though, for sure.
Got you. That's why I wanted to run it by you and see if you had seen that before, but I was going to finish editing the paperwork and get ready to send that out to make it clear that I'm doing the application to file the late claim. And then when I do that, I'll send that out this week, probably Monday, if not Tuesday, and then let you know when I get the responses on that, because I want to see what they say. Because even if they deny it, like you said, I'm still going to pursue federal. And because I'm not trying to let them go. Yeah, good faith efforts.
Yeah, you're trying to exhaust again all remedies that you have. Process.
Got you.
Yeah, man. What's going on, Alir? No
I'm
talkie
out in the
talkie.
chat trying to help people. No, I thought I was muted and then realized I wasn't.
What's going on,
My bad.
David?
I'll hop in.
Go
What's going on, Sarah?
Hey, Cam, you hear me?
I hear you. What's going on, Steve?
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna post these affirmative defenses I got. I haven't even read them yet. I just got them the other day, but
Okay.
yeah, it's real. They actually responded. So the civil suit against the officers, prosecutor, and a notary, they're all real. So
They're all real, baby. What's up?
Yeah.
Can you screen share right now? Do you have eligibility to do that right now or no?
Oh, I'm just on the phone, my cell phone. My
Okay.
video sometimes works, but
Oh yeah, your
I
video
don't
works.
have any documents to show at the moment. I'm gonna upload them to Discord next day or two.
Okay.
Yeah, and then yeah, I might. I'm gonna probably need some assistance now that it's actually they've returned the waiver of service, so everybody, everybody has answered. I don't have to get a process server. So I emailed the Gretchen Olson attorney, so we're in direct communication. So yeah, so it's moving forward at least.
Nice.
But yeah, I'll be. I
when are they
work a
supposed to?
lot.
What are their deadlines?
Well, they did meet. They returned the waiver of service. So now
Oh,
I've
okay.
got.
That's what they did on Washington WSP for me too. So what they got? 60 days over there? Same?
That's what they had to return it. And well, right after they waited right till the end. Then when I emailed the Gretchen Olson attorney, it was, they emailed them or they mailed them, but they filed the waivers on Pacer themselves, and then I wanted the original copy since that's my understanding of how it goes. So I was going to mail them in myself to make sure that the due process is correct, but yeah, now now I've got to look at my federal rules books and maybe do a consultation and see the next step once I look at the affirmative defenses and see what they're saying. And I don't think there's a motion to dismiss yet, so they just answered, as far as
They
I
just
know.
answered. None of their claims was fair state claim 12B.
I don't think so. I didn't look at it yet because I just got it 2 days ago and I didn't want to deal with it yet. I was going to wait till tomorrow and Monday.
Well,
Read it.
mine's hit for that. The attorney
Yeah.
general hit for that on mine.
All right.
Yeah, he oh, where's it at? One. Yeah, he did. I'll show you at the bottom. He hit for oh, that's his notice of appearance. We'll file an amended complaint, but I'm not tripping.
Yeah, see, the magistrate tried to, get in the way, saying that since I waited over 30 days, I can't remove the case, but the case was dismissed and then he appealed it. So I think it's malicious, I think now. So that's what I'm going after the prosecutor. I wouldn't have included the prosecutor if he didn't appeal it. I would have just went after the notary and detectives and sheriff that perpetrated everything. But yeah, I'm still learning and navigating, so that's why I'm so glad to be able to reach out to you guys when needed.
She said this one, first cause of action, they deny. Second cause of action, they admit to the law that I'm bringing forth, but then they deny. Defendants admit, but then they deny my allegations in it. Deny. They admit to my quotes, but then they deny. Assault and battery state law. So it looks like I am bringing in like a federal state and at the same time because I'm bringing in state. Just incorporate the responsive proceeding, defense admit, actor's liability for an assault. They deny. My sixth cause, intentional infliction of emotional stress, extreme outrageous conduct, which it was. His was proof of 3 elements: intentional and reckless infliction of emotional distress. He was. I told you I don't need your help. You intentionally and recklessly came to inflict yourself in emotional distress upon me. Like, I'm sitting back there praying and you calling me crazy type shit, bro. Like, what you talking about? Actual result to plaintiff of severe emotional distress. Yes, I was severely emotionally distressed, bro. And then they deny everything. 7 cause of action. Defendants admit to, he bringing forth the false arrest. Which one was this for? They didn't even state it what it was for. So he messed up on not. And the 6th cause. Well, the 6th cause he did bring in intentional infliction, but he didn't bring it forth in here. Like, what was this one about? Negligent training, state law. 8th cause, they deny. Prayer for relief. Defendants deny plaintiff is entitled to relief requested to any relief whatsoever from defendants. The extent of plaintiff's prayer for relief sets forth any avertments of fact. Defendants deny. Defendants acknowledge demand for this matter to be tried before a jury. Express denial and reservation of rights. Defendants deny each allegation in the complaint that is not expressly. Then they say by affirmative defenses. So they're bringing in forth their affirmative defenses right here. You do what I'm talking about? So here's theirs. Take this back over here. Uh-oh. Dang, that was serious. Sissy was pissed. Okay, by way of further answer and first affirmative defense jurisdiction, the court lacks jurisdiction over this matter of action. Claim filing. Plaintiff failed to file a claim against the state of Washington as required, and that claim filed is insufficient. Comparative fault. The injuries or damages, if any, claimed by the defendant were proximately caused or contributed to the by fault of plaintiff. Nigga, you talking about it's my fault that your niggas came and harassed me, cuz? Like, what y'all talking about, my nigga? What are y'all talking about, bro? Like, I'm chilling, bro, like making a call, bro. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
Oh, it's always us. We're always making them do that stuff to us.
Our fault.
Yeah, rapist mentality.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Non-party at fault. The damages and injuries, if any, were caused by the fault of a non-party for purposes. The identity of this non-party who conducted plaintiff's booking and detention is currently unknown to the defendants. What do you mean? Don't blame it on the booking agency. Y'all the one who did this. Failure to state a claim. Plaintiff failed to state a claim upon which relief may be granted. Okay, get ready. Amended one's coming. Good faith. Defendants at all times acted in good faith in performance of their duties. Really now? Are you sure?
Really?
Are you sure? You sure I can't get him to contradict himself in that? Mitigation of damages. Plaintiff damages, if any, are barred by plaintiff's failure to mitigate said damages. 11th Amendment immunity. The defendant, state of Washington, its agencies and agents are not subject to civil suit for damages under the 11th Amendment of the Constitution of the United States. Qualified immunity. The claims alleged under 42 U.S.C. Section 1983 against the state employees are barred by the doctrine of qualified immunity. Looks like I'm gonna have to tap into my qualified immunity sources. You know what I'm talking about? So that was exciting. I get to finally use some of my qualified immunity arguments. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
Yeah, boy.
We're gonna revise our shit. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. It's gonna be nice. Ow! Civil suits are fun. I'm going against the Assistant Attorney General, y'all. If y'all didn't know this, he's coming out of the tort divisions over at the Attorney General's office. I do have
Same Attorney General that said you have the right to freely move on the highway.
Yeah, with all those opinions, those general opinions that are all over.
They're fucked.
Coming right out of your office, buddy. So, yeah, man. All right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to say goodbye. All of y'all, if y'all got cameras, y'all can come on camera real quick and say bye on YouTube for everybody on the recording thus far for today's Saturday, August the 2nd. Y'all come on camera. Y'all say goodbye for everybody on YouTube.
Peace out.
This one I'm going to throw out to everybody. So y'all make it a good bye-bye. I'm going to wait till everybody's coming on camera to say goodbye to everybody. Y'all can see everybody. Look, yes, look at the beautiful faces. Okay. Yes, we are one. I am you. We are us, all a part of the great I am. Look at these, my beautiful people. Y'all say goodbye to YouTube, y'all.
Later.
Bye,
YouTube.
Hello, hello, I'm just getting here.
Bye, YouTube. We're going to be sticking around.
Sayonara.
Goodbye.
Peace be with you all.
Peace and blessings.